You are listening to the decision reel.
Welcome to the Decision Reel, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday, but as always, it descends into madness. I'm your host, Steve. With me this week is everybody. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. We got Wally, Randall, Tara, and me, Steve, like I said.
Yes.
This week, we're looking at another Christmas, I don't want to say classic yet, but another Christmas movie with Jingle All the Way.
I hate our co-hosts. That's a fucking goddamn.
It can jingle all the way to the trash.
Yes.
How fucking
Hold on.
dare you?
Before we
How dare you?
Before we trash this, or you guys trash it, and we go, you're wrong, I want to say, if anybody's been listening to this podcast, have been listening to this podcast, or this is the first time you're listening to this podcast or seeing this podcast on YouTube, please shut the fuck up, Randy, and listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Go to our socials, which are at where, Randall?
The Decision Reel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast.
Sure, look at that.
And you can go to www.
Just watch this
Dot
steam
the
fucking
decisionreel.com.
come out of that motherfucker's brain.
It's steaming, right? It's overloading itself. Yes, on there you can find our merch tab in which we have t-shirts for sale in the new year. I mean, well, if you go there now, you might see some new stuff that's coming up, but we do have some new things that are coming out in the new year with new merch and new t-shirts.
I feel like I didn't
maybe
vote on that.
Maybe a woman's line of clothing, possibly. I mean, hey, I could. You want to throw me your ideas? We could do it.
Look, I'm ready to
Don't
buy some Decision Reel panties for myself, Steve.
My man, I don't have
If
panties.
you buy,
up there.
if he makes some and you buy them and wear them, oh my God.
But I'm not
That'd be
going to show
fantastic.
you.
Why?
Why wouldn't you show everybody?
I want to see.
That's
Sure.
for your only.
All
That's
right,
for your
all right.
OnlyFans page.
Yeah, there it is.
It's
There's
only
the gold
feet.
idea.
It's only feet's fan page because that's where you get the real money.
Just fucking wiener hanging outside. Decision Reel.
That's a
It's
decision.
a terrible
man.
job protecting me.
I don't know what Jingle All the Way is about. About. Yeah, there. A father vows to get his son a Turboman action figure for Christmas.
Turbo. Say it like him, Steve.
Turboman.
Turboman.
What are you doing? Get down. It's a
Put down.
Turboman.
Put down the cookie.
Put the cookies
Put the
down.
cookies down. That's the soundboard one, right?
It
That's
is.
the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
soundboard.
Everybody's got the cookies. Anyways, however, every store is sold
Get it,
out,
go, Steve.
and he must travel all over town to compete with everybody else in order to find one. Sorry, I'm flustered.
He is. Why are you flustered?
I've been trying to get shit rolling here, and everything that could go wrong has been going wrong.
Do you know why I'm flustered? Flustered?
For real?
You know, I'm drunk. The reason I'm not. The reason I'm flustered is because yet again we have a split between
Decision?
the
A split decision?
Genius.
Oh,
Split decision reel?
oh my God.
The host and co-hosts all together we're 50-50 on another movie.
50-50. So now that I said what the movie was about, just give it to us.
I want people, if you should comment before you see the rest of this and guess who likes this movie, what to like
It's
and
pretty
what to
obvious
don't.
at this point, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm curious if people are starting to recognize any personalities, whoever is listening. Because I can.
I feel like until this month we haven't been this
No.
split until like the last three. It's been exactly
Maybe a little bit.
50-50.
So you guys are just picking trash fucking Christmas movies.
I think you guys have trash brains.
Well,
I kind of agree with the
Not
trash
wrong.
brain
I'm
because
sorry you had to receive that.
look at that face.
But I had to group you now that you two are together.
I mean, yeah. Because what about this movie is trash? Lay it out for me.
Like the movie.
What about the movie specifically? You can't just say the
It's
movie.
just okay. First of all, like
Words hurt me, so be
first of
careful.
all,
Be careful. Words hurt.
first of all, the toy is sold out. Sorry, end movie. You brat. Like, it's-
Not if you're a,
Can't
not
get
if
a
you're a
toy.
solid dad.
Sorry.
Hold on.
They would have got it 3 weeks ago.
There's 3 people here that went through a similar thing that happened when this movie came out. I don't know if you guys remember
pointing at you.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Okay, that was sold out everywhere, and people went through this same shit.
It's stupid.
So don't
That's
say
still stupid.
It's still stupid.
It's still stupid.
But don't say it's not based in reality, because it is. This really happened.
It was a thing.
Right.
It's been a thing. Toys being popular.
This is
Did
96.
you say it wasn't based on reality?
Well, no,
Did you
you're
say
saying it's ridiculous.
Conceptually,
that's
it's
so
based.
nobody said that it wasn't based on reality.
Yeah, no one
We just
said
it was
that.
dumb.
I just said it was dumb.
How's it dumb
You
if
didn't
it's
have to
based in
explain
reality?
it to me.
I'm explaining that
come on
this
now.
is a real thing.
Like, I
that
know
happened.
that parents do that. I'm just saying that it's...
So then why not have a movie based around
Because
it?
you know what? They don't have to get it for Christmas. Why don't you wait another month and then get the restock?
Are we playing the what if game?
Hold
that
on,
what we're doing?
let's be real here. Me and you cannot comment on this because we do not have children. So we can't sit there and
I
say,
can
well,
comment
you
all
don't
the
get...
fuck I want.
Yeah, but...
Also,
I can't
that
say I'm not
kid-
getting my kid this
Also,
for Christmas.
that kid is terrible.
What if Elf's parents
okay,
were not
okay.
douchebags?
Yeah,
Give him away?
Parent.
All right.
His
Takes
mother
two to
was an
tango.
angel.
whatever.
Well, not kind of.
I will say one thing.
Wasn't
I-
that much of an
I-
angel.
She
You know what
died.
I'm saying?
She died. I do not like the kid either in this movie.
He's awful.
And
He's
there's
terrible.
only hold on. There's
Young
one reason.
Anakin.
Well, exactly. Okay, this
Young
is what
Anakin.
really bothers me about this is how did
How'd he go
George
from that?
Lucas? No. How did George Lucas go? This is who I
This is
want
it.
to
Yeah.
be
This
Darth Vader.
was this before?
Spoilers.
Was this before?
No,
Yeah,
this is.
this
Or
is-
sorry, yeah, this is
Yes,
way
this
before.
is before.
That's what I
Because
thought.
Phantom Menace was 99 or
Phantom-
98.
It's called the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. I'm
You know
sorry.
who I
Yeah,
wanted
this
to
is
be
a
the
couple
kid?
years.
I wanted Dylan or Cole Sprouse to be the kid.
Well, they were
I wanted
fucking.
them. I know they weren't
were
old
they even,
enough for it.
Were they even
I
alive
don't-
in 96?
I don't know. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they
They're older
were,
than me,
but
yeah.
but I think they were.
I don't know. Big
I,
Daddy
but
was.
I just
what?
pictured Big Daddy every time. that I saw
Actually,
a kid. I
no,
was
they
like,
might
"God
have
damn it, I
been.
wish
They
it was
might have
them."
been
maybe just
too young.
Yeah, well, maybe babies.
They were too young. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
babies at that point.
'Cause I don't think they're that much older.
He's gonna find out.
I'm telling you, they
Dylan
were babies
Sprouse.
because
Watch they're
they were
born
on
in, like-
Friends.
I don't think there's ever
But what
been too many.
season of
Good,
Friends?
what good young
I'll tell you
Macaulay
that. I'm
Culkin
glad you asked.
had a little range.
Yeah,
But what other good young male actors?
Doogie Howser.
They were born in '92, so they would have
Okay,
been four.
so they
would
were
have been four,
okay,
so
but
they're
that
not-
would have still been a
not
little
old
too young
enough.
for
Yeah,
the
too
exact.
young
I'm trying to
for
think of
this,
like
yeah.
goated kid
Plus, they
actors.
probably filmed it in.
Steve. So like Dakota Fanning, right? Goated kid.
Okay,
kid
yeah,
actor, you
Dakota
think?
Fanning. Okay,
She's
what's her
fucking-
name? Kick Ass.
Oh, the little.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
Moretz.
Kara loves her.
I like her too. She's getting better with age with acting too. Like she's actually becoming a good like female lead actor. There's a TV show she's in, Transcendence or something.
Yeah.
That it's.
I think I saw that.
Wait, is it Transcendence?
Saw
No,
This.
Descendants.
no.
No, the show.
It's on Amazon.
Is it called The
It's-
Transcendence?
It's just one word.
I thought it was a P word. Is it Transcendence?
I think it might be Transcendence.
Okay.
Look at me.
I'm fair.
I'm probably so wrong, but it's pretty good.
Yeah,
so.
there's a show. I haven't watched it, but I know she has one out. Also, like, where did the dude get a reindeer?
That's the whole fucking point. Is this guy? It goes above and beyond to be.
Do you think people take movies too seriously nowadays? You think that that's been lost?
I think you might be right
I think
because
people. I think it's a.
Batman.
I'm not undermining you by any means before she fucking slaps the shit out of me.
Well, okay, I've been accused of this
Like,
too.
you don't
You
know.
mean like how you felt about Elf? Like maybe you took it a little too seriously.
I like Elf. I never said I disliked Elf.
I dislike Elf. I don't get
He
how.
dislikes Elf.
I don't like there was no
I just
character
think Elf
growth.
isn't as good. I just don't think Elf is good as my other movie.
Yeah, I
So
don't
you're gonna tally that up
understand.
today, too.
But
Hold
I
on.
don't dislike Elf.
I don't understand.
No,
Hold on. I don't understand how you can think Elf is a good movie and then watch Jingle All the Way and go, no, not for me, bro.
It's complete. It is complete. Two completely different tastes.
They are, but they're still stupid movies. You know what I mean? Like the jokes in it, the way it.
Yeah, but here's
Things
the thing.
happen.
Here's the thing. Like Elf
Like
is
Goofy.
stupid
It's a
on
fucking Goofy
purpose.
movie.
Like that
So is this movie.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Have you
Oh,
seen?
100%.
Have you seen the end of this movie where he's flying
I'm with you,
around,
but
Yes.
I'm not-
slapstick comedying
Also
it?
awful.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
you're
is the worst
telling
part
me
of the
they
movie.
didn't recognize him through the clear fucking visor
The mom
on
was
his
right
face?
fucking
Yes.
there, dude.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I wanna
The
say-
kid is
Mom
this
was
close
right
to
there.
his
I
This is
wanna
face.
going
say-
back to what I was just saying before, that I think people take
Taking
this
it
a little
The
too
kid
seriously.
is this close to his face. Like
This
it would
movie
be
is-
As
one
a kid,
thing.
hold on.
It would be one
little
thing
further away
if he was in like an Iron Man style mask, but his whole face is showing.
As a
Yeah.
kid, he is not seeing anything but Turboman. He is blinded
Okay,
by
and
the
the
fact.
mom who was
Hold on,
standing right
Hold
there.
on.
If we're
I'm not
playing
getting
the-
to the mom. I'm
There's-
saying, yeah. Go.
There was distance between the two, but yes, he probably should have fucking known that was his goddamn dad.
That's his father.
Yeah, my father. Father, can you hear me? No, that's
Fasha,
the
fasha, fasha, fasha.
but that's not the point. That's not the fucking.
Yeah, it's not the
that's
point of
Not
the
the
movie.
point.
Right.
That's
The
not-
other
who
boy
fuck
is stupid
cares?
too. He was a better actor, but they did some silly stuff. Like
We're
why
talking
did
about
they,
a Christmas movie.
Why did they
Karen.
high
Santa Claus,
five?
he's not real.
He's not
Why
real.
did they high five so like awkwardly just because a float went by. Look, there's blah. Yeah.
You've never
Like,
been a little
no,
boy?
no.
Yeah,
You've
so
never
you wouldn't know it. Look, as
No.
a child, me and him do this probably still to
telling
this
me.
day. Like, dude, you see that? Yeah, up top. You know, like it's a dude thing.
we did that when we saw that jazz band recently
Exactly.
at the movie theater.
Yeah.
I guess it's fucking dope.
High five. Because we're idiots.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, it works out perfect. Grow up, you two. Jesus.
Yeah. Being
You got to mature in order to fucking unmature and watch a movie that doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense.
right.
It really.
Well, hold on. The story is pretty tight here, right? There's not much that happens, but
the
there's
fundamentals of the story is tight. By no means is any other part of this movie tight.
Right. What I'm saying is there's no loose ends, there's no plot holes, right? There's nothing that you can be like, well, how did he get away with that besides flying? But what I'm saying is everything goes together. Everything works
Quite the
thematically.
technology they had back then.
Well, the guy's going over it, they're putting the suit on. He's like, make sure you do this. 40%, not 10% like the last guy, and he's got some
It's
brain
obscene.
activity.
The whole thing is fucking obscene. The whole thing is it's
An Arnold Schwarzenegger
not
movie
serious.
in 96.
Exactly.
This was a terrible introduction.
And here's what I'm gonna say.
What?
Watching any of his movies.
Hold the fucking phone. You're telling me you've never seen a single movie with
How
Arnold
many times
Schwarzenegger?
do we have to go over this?
Oh, dude, we should have done this differently. We should have totally done this differently, Steve.
You guys,
This is
Yeah,
not the
this
way
is
to
how
do
you-
this.
this
I'm
is
not
how you've
watching
introduced
any
him
of these
to-
fucking
That's not
movies.
how this should have been done.
I feel like you guys should have.
I need to take a
this
step
through.
back for a second.
I would have like.
I need to
If I-
reevaluate.
Like he's never
my
gonna
life.
watch the Terminator. He's never gonna fucking
I've
like
seen
this is
parts
it
of the
now.
Terminator, but I haven't
I
seen
probably
it
would have thrown
full.
him like Predator or something to watch preemptively before this.
I'm having a mild stroke right now. Like, how could you not see any movie with one of the biggest stars of Hollywood ever?
I mean, for that time.
Right.
I wouldn't say
also
ever.
Became
Ever.
governor.
All of
I
his
wouldn't say
movies
ever.
were when I was a kid, like young kid or before.
That's true.
We've already been over. I haven't
Randall
seen
was like
anything.
one
some
when this
rehash
movie
movies
came
and
out.
stuff.
Let you know how have you not seen
How old are
this?
you? 95.
But he's
Randall
seen
was
all of
one.
Friends. He's seen all of Friends. That's what doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to me.
Well, that's timeless. So like,
But it's not.
Oh my god.
Well,
You can say Terminator's not timeless. God damn.
no, I'm saying Jingle All the Way is not timeless.
We
That
picked
was a
different
fucking
one.
joke about time travel,
We
guys.
have
Nobody
to-
got it.
We have to pick another one here soon, or you guys got to do your own little, the little thing you guys do. How you've never seen this?
Yeah, and do like Terminator or something for him.
Like
You guys-
But like honestly, so here,
we
here's
got a
what
whole
I'll
list.
say, and I feel like this should tell you something because I have said before, and I think Wally comments on it last week when I wasn't here. I have said before that I'm not a big Arnold fan, like as far as like because I think he's more action than he is acting, and I can't help it.
Is there any
I
rangy
focus.
Arnold movies that
Have
he
you
has
seen
moments?
Have you seen Junior? Have you seen
Can you
Twins?
let me finish?
Twins is great.
Twins.
What I was
Twins
going
is
to
so
say
good.
because I am too like I focus too much on acting. So like I can't just be like, well, it's Arnold. So like having said that, this is how much I didn't like this movie. I thought he was the best part of this movie.
But he actually
but
is good at
for
acting
someone
in
who
this movie.
He is the best part of the
but that's
movie
what I'm
still.
saying.
I got
For
it.
someone who doesn't
Yeah.
Last action
Followed
hero would
closely
probably be
by
a good one
Ted.
for him.
No.
Whatever
You
the
don't
fuck
think
his
you'd like
name
Okay,
is.
hold on. Let me
Ted.
let me
Is that
talk
his name?
uninterrupted for the first
The other
time in
guy?
30 seconds.
That's a short time, Steve.
I know.
But
You know,
go ahead.
technically you interrupted me first.
Well, I start the podcast, so everybody interrupts.
So you
me.
listen to me,
Right.
motherfucker.
You actually turned it over to us. You said, let's just go.
All right. What I'm going to say to Wally is he should not see Last Action Hero until he has seen a couple Arnold movies that are serious.
To know why it's kind of a parody.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
because
that's fine.
stuff happens in that movie. You're like, what the fuck is this? All right. So good. It is.
That dude was the
That might be
governor
my
of
favorite.
California.
It's close.
It's up there.
It's close.
Sorry, what was that?
That dude was the governor of California.
Yeah, huh?
He was,
The governor.
and he
I was elected to lead,
Wasn't bad
not to read.
the whole time.
Yeah, he was
pretty
actually-
good for
he
a
was
little
pretty
while.
good, yeah.
Isn't it funny though that someone with that strong of an accent was the governor of California?
America's
That
state.
place is
California.
pretty much fucking completely open to whatever.
Hey,
Huh?
man. You do
That
what you
state is completely open to whatever,
I
especially
love
at that
California,
time.
but
And he
also
was
like
Republican.
that just means he was living
Yeah,
here.
wow.
Yeah.
He was living here long enough to where he, because I think there are
Imagine
limitations.
being
But
governor.
I could be the governor of something at this point. I've
Yeah.
lived here long enough.
Yeah,
Could you imagine? My dad actually was
There's
trying to
people-
run for some kind of office this year.
There's-
He was like,
there's-
"Bring me in," and I was like, "No." I'm
There's
good."
people running for seats outside of the state they live in. Like there's
Herschel
Yeah.
Walker.
fucking
Hello.
weird. Anyways, let's not fucking. We're not getting.
We're not
political
here
let's not go
political.
down that road.
where to watch this movie, apparently on my Plex.
Yep.
You're welcome.
For free.
To rent, though, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon, Apple TV, Vudu, Redbox, and Philo. It's also on like Hulu, all these other things. If you have a premium subscription, which
Prime is
I don't fucking know what that
Prime will
means.
give it to you too.
I
Which
actually
guess is
watched.
premium.
I
That's why they
actually
call
watched
premium,
it
maybe?
for free on Prime because it comes free with the Stars subscription. If you have the Stars,
that's what I was saying.
So,
Like, there's other things that if
Yeah.
you have a subscription to something else, you can watch
it
it.
could
So
be
it's
included.
a
Yep.
premium subscription.
So I'm so glad I didn't pay for it.
We should do a little friends Christmas thing or like a Secret Santa with just us four, and we have to buy each other movies, like cheap ones,
Yeah, you guys don't want to
on like
watch the
DVDs and
movies I'm
stuff.
gonna
Wouldn't
do.
that be fun?
Like go to like
then we
the,
do it- we do it on the
bins
podcast.
and like Walmart.
Yeah, little $5 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be kind of cool.
Let's
You want to do it? Like we
We
do
can do
it
it for Monday.
next
Yeah, yeah.
week.
Yeah, let's do it on Monday.
And then
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Why do you guys keep
Tuesday.
saying
I don't
Monday?
and
Because
then
it was on
we
Monday.
present them as
Present
Christmas
th-
picks.
Present them.
Yeah.
yeah.
and then we got to
We
So
do
who
it
do
on the
we have to
podcast.
we have to like
We
pick
do it on the
though?
podcast. You
So
know what I'm
that's
saying?
the Christmas
Like 1-to-1 person.
Oh yeah, that's
Is that what
how
you're
does-
saying?
How about
Or is
let's
it-
do the white elephant thing? Let's
That's
do,
what I'm-
Yeah. Where it's like let's all get them and let's
And
put
then
them in
somebody
there,
just
and then
picks
you just
out.
grab it, and then
Oh,
you
I
that's
thought
what you get.
I thought you said you wanted us to buy for like a specific person.
That's what a Secret Santa is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just spitballing here. So
No, but
it's
that's
like,
what I'm asking. So
either
like
or.
then we have to figure out who then
Yeah.
if we're gonna do it that
I
way.
can just write the names down, rip it up, put it in a hat.
Let's do that. Let's do the Secret
Yeah,
Santa.
okay.
Yeah.
Put it in a
Randall,
hat.
Randall.
All right. Write down the idea. We'll do it after, and then next week that'd
We
be
have
cool
plenty
for
of time to
for a
get a
Christmas
$5.
I'll do it on my way home.
for a Christmas episode. We give each other a Christmas, not a Christmas movie, but
No.
a movie for that person to watch
Look, I
that you
just-
think would be good for that.
Got
Well, look at
fucking
this guy.
ideas out
Look
the
at
wazoo,
it.
man.
You
It's
should have a.
fucking
I
just
really
radiating.
I really hope that some of us end up with movies that we haven't seen before.
Ooh,
you know what I
hold
mean?
on. Okay.
Like,
Well,
okay.
once you get the person's name, you're probably going to be like, okay, I got to get them something fucking
That's-
good.
yeah, you're
You know?
gonna-
well, but you know, but I can't guarantee that like Steve's never seen it or that you've never seen it.
No, there's no
That's what I'm
guarantee there.
saying.
It's
I
a-
think
it's
it
a
would.
risk.
I hope that at least one of us gets something that like we haven't seen before.
It's a risk.
If I get Randy, I'm getting him the knockoff version of Fast and Furious from India.
There's a Bollywood one.
Is that there has to be? There has to be.
That's so good. They have the best.
Oh,
It's the best fucking shit.
Well, there was
No, that's
Wasn't
fucking
there-
racist.
wasn't there a Need for Speed movie?
Yeah, I think
I feel like that could kind of
Aaron
be the
Paul
off.
was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Written by what movie are we talking about, Randy?
Jingle All the Way.
It was written by Randy Cornfield. That's right,
Ooh,
Randy
Old Randy Cornfield.
Cornfield.
Old Ran-
Or it might be Randy Cornfeld. I don't know, but it's Fiel whatever. Directed by Brian Levant. He's also
Making it better,
directed.
Tara. I'm not taking your fucking idea.
He has
Roll your
also
eyes.
directed Beethoven, The Flintstones 1 and 2, Snow Dogs, and The Spy Next Door.
Beethoven. That's you know
Beethoven's
what?
great.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
You know what else is good? Beethoven 2 with the puppies.
You know what's a better?
Those were some
Dog
big
movie?
fucking puppies.
They were. You know what dog movie I'm talking about? Makes you cry every time.
Airbud.
Marley,
No,
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound.
All right, Steve, pick your
Chance.
Secret Santa.
All right, I'm
So
picking.
sad. I can't even think
So
of
I-
Homeward
You
Bound.
can't tell who it is.
What
Obviously,
happens
it's
if
a
you get
secret.
yourself?
Then we all have to pick again.
Put it back.
You just put it back. In
Or
the
yeah, let's do what
okay.
Tara says because it's probably better.
All right, I got it.
I can't see these.
I hate
I know.
this though.
That's why I folded.
All right, you grab yours.
Oh jeez.
Where
They're-
are they?
Did you
Jesus
look at
Christ.
yours first? Hold on. Did you look at
Yeah,
yours
make
first?
sure you didn't get yourself.
Well, just everyone grab it. Just fucking grab, and we'll look at it at the end. We got to.
I looked at the one I got, and it wasn't.
I know
me.
I'm wasting time, but it's fine.
If anybody got themselves, then they have to throw
I
it
did.
in.
Is everyone good?
I got myself.
Okay, then throw.
Did you really?
Everybody throw
Yeah.
them back in then.
I
'Cause,
did.
yeah.
I mean, there's only 4 of us, so I feel like this is a
I
higher,
will pick.
a higher
I will
risk.
pick first again, and every person that picks, look at what you pick. and
That's
then
what I'm
put it
saying.
back.
Because like right now, if you got your name, you could just put it back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead, grab it.
Look it first.
Look
and if
it.
you get your name,
Look
then
it.
you can just do it right
Look
now.
it.
Did you get your name?
Just grab it.
That's a no.
That's a no.
Obviously.
She got her name again.
I wouldn't just say
Maybe.
I got it.
I don't think I did because it's folded differently.
It's folded differently. I know. All right, then I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good here. Look at your thing.
I do in the mirror often.
Does it go to the left or the right?
Just right down the middle, baby.
Right down the middle. I like it.
Get a little weight to it.
A little wait.
Okay.
This is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Howard, Sinbad as Myron, Phil
Good
Hartman.
old Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Steve told me a sad thing about Sinbad. Why don't you tell them? about
So
Sinbad?
Sinbad actually either suffered a stroke or some kind of a brain aneurysm or something recently, and he's having to learn like how to walk again and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like a GoFundMe for him and everything. So if anybody wants to help out, you can find it, I'm sure, on GoFundMe.
What did he do for this
Sinbad.
movie?
I don't know. He was Myron, the
The mailman.
mailman.
okay.
Thank you.
Who was
Al.
also trying to get the
the toy. Yeah.
Turboman doll.
So you've never heard of Sinbad before? And I wouldn't think you would.
What
He
was the one where he was the security guard for the president's kid?
First daughter?
Oh.
No.
No, because it was a boy. What was that called?
There's also one where he's like living in the wild.
Do you know
and
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Like
Because
the
the kid had
Like
like
an
the
Indian?
90s kid haircut, right? Where it was like parted down the middle and like long
I
blonde.
don't know. I'm going to look it up. Because that's like the first movie that comes to mind when I think of him for some reason.
Gotcha. Anyways, Phil Hartman is Ted, Rita Wilson is Liz, Jake Lloyd is Jamie, Jim Belushi is Mall Santa,
Me.
The Big Show or Paul White,
Jim Belushi.
or as he was known at the
The
time,
first kid.
or as he was known at the time, the Giant from WCW, or as everybody in this room knows him as Captain Insano from The Waterboy. He was the big Santa in this.
Yes, awesome. Was
Yeah.
Did you
The
say
big
Vernon
Santa.
Troy? I was
And
reading.
Vernon Troy
Okay, I
as
was-
the small Santa.
That was the one I noticed.
Yeah.
Like halfway in, he gets fucking punched. He's like,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I believe this is his first credited role
Oh, really?
of being in a movie.
Maybe.
Nice.
Could you imagine that feeling?
Of being a midget?
No, well,
Being in a movie or
that
being a
too.
midget?
I kind of already know that.
Is that, hold on, is that PC? Is that the way you're supposed to say it?
A little person.
A little person.
Little
thank
person,
you.
yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yeah.
What's the question?
No,
So is it-
credited. Credited. That was my. That was
Imagine
Like
being
to finally be
credited.
credit. He's
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
feeling of
How
your
would
first
feel?
credit.
Like, oh, dude.
I just had like
Finally made it.
the dumbest epiphany of all time that a word becomes like a like midget. The word stop. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Is when it becomes condescending. I'm sure initially it was fine, but then you started calling people
Listen here,
midgets.
midget.
Yeah. Jesus, right? How dare you?
Shrimp?
Okay,
What'd you
that's
say
the
to
worst
me?
thing we've
Yeah.
said on this.
I think that
podcast.
one's still teetering a little bit, right?
Well,
That
that's
one's still-
yeah.
Did you watch that show with Nicolas Cage as the host where it was like the history of cuss words or something like that?
No,
watched
but
the-
that sounds great.
I watched
It was
the first
awesome.
episode. that
Watch
was out.
watch it. So each episode they focus on a different word. So like one episode is shit, one episode is fuck, one episode is bitch.
The
like,
first
like,
episode, I believe, was fuck, and I was like, well, that's all I need. So
I
I'm
think
out.
they started right off the bat with fuck. Yeah. But he
built up to
does
that.
great
Sean.
because he's so like serious
About everything he
But
does.
but he's saying funny things, but in like a historian like serious way.
Oh.
But they have people like comedians and historians and like people on there talking about like the history of curse words and like where they took certain turns.
It's from the
in
German
their,
word
like-
flicken, which
Yes.
means to strike. Sorry, continue.
But like they were talking about the word bitch and like how it can be condescending or aggressive but now it's also has the other side of it where you can be like, yes, bitch. And like it's like
You're my
it's
bitch.
like but it talks about how like they kind of come around like
Could I say
depending on
that?
who's using them.
7%.
Can I say that to a
Oh,
chick?
God, jeez.
But in a good way. Am I? Is that something I could do?
Say what?
Say that again.
I was just thinking about. I could be like, "Yes, bitch." Could I say that, or would a girl be like, "Oh"?
I wouldn't. I mean,
I
I wouldn't
think
be
only
offended.
females
It's cool
say
to
it to
girl
other
to do.
females.
It's like it's that.
I think
that
it's
fucking
a
rule.
rule. You
know
need
what
to
I
know
mean?
who you're
Guys can say
talking to.
I think it's that rule. It's you got to be like a like-minded.
If it's
or
like one of the girls, it's
like a
always with
same
the guys
individual.
hanging out, like a
Yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah.
guy, girl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying
A
to say?
guy.
A gay guy.
A guy's girl.
No,
A girl.
No,
not
a
that.
guy's
A
like
feminine-
No, like
like me,
friend.
like me on this fucking show.
There
Yes,
you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Thank Tara with the win.
Damn.
What's the
Good
equivalent of a yes bitch
That,
for dudes? I have the most
I don't think you
important
have
questions on
one.
this fucking podcast
I don't think there's
of
one.
all time.
yeah, bro. I don't know.
It's like what's
Could
that
be.
movie with Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds
dick.
where she's like, "What's the boy word for a slut?" And he's like, "They haven't come up with one yet, but they're working on it." Like,
the key
Curious. I
master.
don't think about it now. Anyways,
Keymaster?
are you the gatekeeper?
are you the gatekeeper? No. Are you the? Yes.
This is rated PG for action, violence, mild language, and some thematic elements. I want to know what would be thematic elements.
When
to
he
very
reaches
end.
around the mom, and
Wow.
gets really close,
That was
uncomfortable
That
as
was-
fuck.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like the
but it
kitchen
was
scene.
funny.
Like
Oh,
it's sugar
yeah,
cookies,
yeah.
15 minutes, but he like reaches around her and he's like,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
He's wild.
then he
He's
smiles,
wildly
he's like-
inappropriate.
Phil Hartman is the
Great.
best at playing these like weird
Creepy
roles where
fucking-
you hate what he's
Oh,
doing,
yeah.
but
He
you
was-
love
yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure it's unanimous that all of us hate him the most, right?
He was
It has to
well,
be.
I can't though because he's Phil Hartman.
He also got his head cut off.
Shut up.
no, I wouldn't say him,
Shut
but
off.
but he was wildly inappropriate, and especially
literally.
with women who are
Living the
married.
life.
Like I get you're single, but like all of those other couples are not. So,
So
like
weird.
back the fuck off.
Just trying to live his
weird.
life. I don't fucking know.
He put some moves on her, and they literally like all they did was get into a fight. They didn't like.
You know what I really like is that the whole movie, it's Arnold's gonna get him, right? And Arnold's gonna be the one to be like, no, don't touch my wife. I'm gonna punch you. But they actually give it to the wife to finally say, no, get the fuck off me, and hits him with the coffee mug. To
Yeah.
me, I thought that was one of the best parts of the movie because
Didn't
it's
someone throw up on you?
why do you smell like throw up? No, I like that because it gives it a different vibe, especially for a '90s movie, mid '90s.
I did not like
movie.
that he punched the reindeer in the face. I'm just gonna say.
He not.
He knocked him the fuck
That was
out.
a good fucking hit.
It's
Even
Arnold,
he
though.
felt bad right after. He was like,
Sure,
That's why I was
punch
giving him
anything
beer.
he wants at this
he was
point.
like,
Here's some beer, buddy.
he's
Sorry
like,
you
you
took that hit
started
so
it.
well.
Sorry.
You guys might not want to know what my favorite part of the movie was.
So
That part?
Where he
no
gets
one
punched
cares
with a
about
punch
the
reindeer.
midget being punched.
Yeah, no, the midget's fine. Punch a midget.
Was
But a
that
fake
reindeer?
reindeer.
What was
I
the
get it.
well?
I
The
get it.
reindeer's name was Ted, so it must have been a boy.
Well, he
right?
said Rudolph when he gave him the
So-
beer.
Yeah,
I know
he
he's
did,
joking.
but the kid said
Is punching
Ted,
a
yeah.
female animal worse?
no. I was just asking if it.
So if I was to punch a male dog or a bitch,
You just
What
trying
would
to
be?
use the word bitch?
I tried
He is.
so hard.
Yes, bitch.
I tried so hard. Anyways, sorry.
Runtime, 89
Advanced
minutes.
humor.
I like saying that to but I like saying that to Jade sometimes. I'm like, God, you're being such a bitch, and then like look at Carrick,
bitch.
like that dog meme where he's like,
Hey.
I look at Carrick and Carrick's is like,
Go ahead, Steve. Sorry. Just fucking read.
What?
God damn it.
That's all right. It's good. It's
Just
fine.
stop saying
I like when I interrupt somebody and I get eyes, but
No
everybody
one gives
interrupts.
you eyes. Who gives you eyes? Oh, she gives everybody eyes.
would
You're
never.
not special.
Yeah.
She just
I would
did
never.
everybody.
my eyes don't even. I don't even control them.
Yeah, I didn't
honest
think
with
so. I didn't think so.
She doesn't control them. Runtime, 89
bitch.
minutes. Release date, November 16th, 1996, at the Mall of America. And then the wide release on
big
November 22nd, 1996. Why was
Is
it
that
at the
mall the big one?
That's
Like
the biggest
really
mall in
big one?
America.
With
Are you
it had like a
serious?
roller coaster in it.
Is that mall
That
the
one?
big one? The Mall of America. That's what it's called.
is
Is
it
that
big?
mall the big one?
I don't know.
They used to have skating competitions in the middle.
Where is that? Minnesota? No,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesotans.
Minnesota.
Anyways,
She's rude.
But the wide release was November 22nd, 1996.
put you on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make Jingle All the
like
Way
$5.
in 1996?
I think this was a flop, but I think they spent a lot of money on it.
I think it was a flop.
I'm gonna ask Wally first because you picked the movie. So,
I think it was a flop.
I think it was a flop.
but we're not guessing the box office. We're
I
guessing
know.
budget.
I'm thinking right now. At this point, those are some popular people. Got some stuff going on. I'm gonna go with $40
I'm
million.
lining it up.
$40 million.
Probably more than that, but whatever.
Randy, what do you think it costs to make Jingle All the Way?
I was gonna go 29.
$29 million. Tara,
Dum, dum, dum,
She cannot go last. Should be the
50.
rule.
60.
60. What is
What
it?
did
There
you
we
say?
go.
I wasn't even listening to you. What did you say? I heard
Nothing. I
yours,
didn't
which
say
was
shit,
29.
Tara.
What was yours?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I didn't. I only heard his, which was
So I'm saying
29.
this fucking thing is flawed, Steve.
Is it though?
Randy
It
and
is.
I were talking about something completely different. I didn't even hear you.
Well, you're supposed to be in the same
You
conversation.
know what we
that's
should
going
do?
on.
We
What?
should
What?
look it up while we're here,
I mean,
so that way you can be involved.
oh,
Yeah.
like don't tell.
Yeah.
It's not a hard thing to do, real quick. You know, it's literally right in front of
So
Google.
like don't.
It
So
tells
like
you right in- yeah.
not have him look
But
it up.
I'm trying to
yeah,
because
but
I
he's the
look
host.
at everything else up.
He steers the shit.
it's
I know,
there.
but I
Just
think I
don't
feel
look
like we
that
need a
up.
fourth. I feel like we need a fourth here.
Well, no, what would be cool is if I
To
mean,
keep
I
her
can
in
hold
check.
on.
to throw it off.
I used to do this earlier in the episode or in the season when we first started doing
Season
this.
one.
Sure.
Season 1. I like it.
I would write down what my thought was when I started making the notes.
Oh.
And then when I got to them, I would just say, this was
so
my
you'd
guess.
explain it.
If this
Do
is the
that.
first
I could do
season,
that,
is
yeah.
our 100th episode going to count kind of like a DVD commentary?
I know where you're going with this. I don't break character till the DVD commentary comes out.
Anyways. And then,
Boy, you shredded like a julienne salad.
give me that fucking man. Give me that man.
Got any tips? What's that? Any tips? Give it a map. God damn it. We're going to redo that.
There's the eyes again.
We're going to redo that soon. Anyways, actual retail
Price.
$75 million.
Ew.
Everybody was
fucking lost money.
Everybody was under. Everybody was under. So what do we think it made then overall in the box office?
It was a flop.
Going to Wally first.
I'm gonna say what I said. $40 million.
$40 million. You think it made
broke
you
even?
No,
Well,
I don't
went
think
up.
it broke even. Now that I know what it made, I don't think it broke even.
Randall?
I'm
Is that what you tell your girlfriend when you're together?
I'm gonna go 80.
80 million. Okay, so you think it made just a little bit.
Barely.
Barely.
I
okay.
mean, I get that because it's also a Christmas movie, and I think just the fact that it's a Christmas themed movie, it probably pulled people around this time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, not to add fuel to the fire of Tara Goes Last, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this fucking movie.
He is. I also just think this
I mean
movie flopped,
that like
which could be a complete
that doesn't
lie. I
help
don't know.
me because like I wouldn't pay.
But
to
I
see
also
that
only
movie.
think this movie's flopped because I'm the person that tells everyone about this movie all the time. Because
and everyone's like,
My dad, or sorry, my uncle.
my uncle worked on this movie.
Rachel saw it. She's seen it before.
Yeah.
Before me.
What did she say?
I had seen it before.
Did she like it?
Uh,
You should ask her.
You didn't
I'm curious.
ask?
She liked it.
That's
But that's
as
the
far
thing.
as the
The
conversation.
reason I'm saying
remembered it,
this,
so-
and I could be 100% wrong, but I tell people about this movie, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What movie are you talking about? And I'm like, you've never seen Jingle All the Way?
I definitely, but like, do you
Jingle
see,
is-
do you
I
see
would
what
have
I'm
named
saying?
it Turboman,
I feel
but
like
it's not as Christmas-esque.
I definitely think it was
just
not
interrupted me, by the way.
great.
oops.
Well, technically, it was my turn to speak.
It wasn't your turn. I was not done talking.
I do want to say something.
Was it not given
do
to
wanna-
me to say my budget?
Hold on.
Not yet.
I still
We
haven't
do-
said it yet.
We do talk over each other a lot. I think we need to.
No.
I think we need to learn to rein that in a little bit.
No,
It's
it's
hard to
fine.
follow.
I think that we got to keep this. The cadence is pretty sweet.
Let's
Yeah,
raise our
The
hand.
cadence is sweet.
Oh no.
We should. What we should
we
do.
need
have
to
a thought.
understand when people are.
Hey, Steve.
Hey man,
We should,
baby.
maybe we should let Steve talk when he needs to. That's really what needs to happen. Like with this stuff is probably the important stuff.
The
Then we
rest of us
all
can
over
talk
each other.
over it. Yeah.
That's the debate portion
yeah,
of it.
that makes sense. Not to say that I need to steer the ship, but I mean, I guess
That's why you called it a sinking ship, though.
because it's sinking. All right.
sinking shit.
All right.
I got buckets, man, and they're full, and I'm trying to huck it out.
You should put a little button on here that says like
fucking
a
shut up.
it should say debate or something like, or like
Fight
for all of us to start yelling at each other.
round one.
Dang.
I got it. Anyways, yeah, Tara, what do you think the budget box office? Sorry, box office.
This is why we talk over you.
You can get the fuck out.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Tara, what do you think? Sorry, I'm done. I'm so done. I apologize.
I'm gonna say
Really?
85.
She's going 85. She's going higher than everybody. Opening weekend, it made $12.1 million. Overall, it made $129.8 million.
Well, there it goes. Success.
Okay.
That would explain
gotta
why they
be-
tried to make a
that-
second one.
It has got to be the Christmas thing, because like otherwise, I feel like
It's two things. Arnold Schwarzenegger
No, it's Christmas.
is fucking huge at this point. It is
Bigger than life.
96. Arnold is on top of the world.
The second one was with Larry the Cable Guy. Do you know that?
Uh-huh. Not good.
Stupid.
Ew.
You thought this was bad.
You know what's
What
funny? Larry the Cable Guy, that's an act.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the regular.
Whoever thought it wasn't an act is
Oh,
fucking crazy.
Well, I'll tell you right there, but
Larry the Cable Guy,
What did he
you
do?
got his hat on.
sort of.
Just because
You
it's
need,
camera?
you need a fish hook, and you'll be Larry the
Yeah.
Cable Guy.
You've never heard of Larry Cable Guy?
or
I have.
you'll, or
What
you'll
about
be a
him?
number.
You said
of-
it was the second.
He made the second Jingle All the Way.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the main character.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
he
no
was the
need to
dad.
watch
Okay.
it. But
Probably not.
There's definitely no need to watch that. So, box office that weekend. The top team.
this is my favorite.
The top
I said every time.
team. I'm gonna get a button that says my favorite. Number 10, The First Wives Club.
Cole Kidman.
Yes.
No.
I
Yeah,
haven't
Yes.
it's Nicole.
seen this movie, but I've heard of the name 1,000 times.
1,000 times. I bet you haven't heard
Is
of
it?
this.
No, it's not Nicole Kidman. No.
She can't be wrong. Move to the next one, Steve.
I bet you no one's heard of this one. Number 9, Sleepers.
I've heard of Sleepers.
I've gone to sleep because I didn't hear it.
Do I know
Yeah,
what it is?
no. It's Goldie Hawn, Bette Midler, and Diane Keaton.
It's not Goldie Hawn. It's Goldie Hawn.
Called it Hong.
Goldie Hawn.
The Asian version.
What's sleepers?
That's fucked up. I don't know. You had your phone out. You could have looked
Oh,
it up.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
I said I went to sleep on it.
The funny thing is, the reason I think I've heard of that is I have it on DVD.
Was asking you how do you want to open it. I would have opened it. That's fine. You open it.
Don't worry. Keep it in your
Oh, Robert
phone.
De
Keep it in your
Niro.
phone.
Oh, Robert De Niro.
I'll be the
Robert De
Airwatch.
Niro, Brad Pitt,
Brad Pitt.
Kevin Bacon, Dustin Hoffman.
That's
bacon.
a big lineup.
Actually is.
The fuck is this movie?
People were sleeping on it.
Nice, Steve.
Four
I like it.
teenage-
Did you watch Bullet Train yet?
No.
Speaking
I'm
of,
I
going
did.
to.
I did.
did you like it?
I did like it.
I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it.
I'm waiting for old Muscoli's fucking thing.
I'm gonna watch it here soon. I'm a busy guy. I'm a busy guy.
4 teenage friends from Hell's Kitchen end up being sent to reform school after they almost kill a man.
That sounds kind of cool.
They're there. They are brutalized by the guards. They grow up to be men who recognize their abuser years later and kill him. Their trial is prosecuted by another member of their previous gang, who is now assistant DA.
Kind of cool.
It sounds
That sounds
fascinating,
cool.
actually.
I'd watch it.
Suspenseful.
I'd watch it.
It was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Music, like original score.
Ooh, you got me.
It was a Warner Brothers
Yep.
and Universal Pictures.
WB. Say it for me, Wally.
WBBB.
Do you want me to sing
WB.
it? All I got is like the Animaniacs theme.
Oh my God, that was
That comes into my brain.
that was a fun in mine too.
Good idea.
Or Pinky and the Brain too.
Bad
kinda
idea.
pops in my brain.
What are we gonna do tonight, Brian?
Brian?
Same thing we do
That
everything.
show is actually really good.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yes. Well, even the Animaniacs are pretty good. I'll go back and watch it. Number 8, The English Patient.
Said about a doctor that worked on a British dude.
It was a big joke in Seinfeld that
I like
everybody went and
Context
saw.
clues.
Right. Everybody went and saw The English Patient and thought it was so good, but Elaine went and saw it and was like, "This is terrible." And then everybody like tried to get her to go to see it again, and she was like fighting them to go see it because she didn't want to see it. And then her boss made her go see it, and she's like, "This is terrible," and fired her because she thought it was terrible. It's great.
Nice.
Is that what it's about?
That was one breath.
I was about to say, you look like you're about to pass out.
I'm gonna fucking die.
It sounds stupid.
It probably was. Number 7.
It's got a good score on Rotten Tomatoes, but it sounds stupid.
7.
Number
7.
7. Romeo and Juliet.
Leo.
Yeah, and Kate Winslet.
Didn't we watch it?
No.
Watch it?
No, it
High
wasn't Kate
school?
Winslet.
It was.
It was Kate something.
I think I watched
I
No.
don't know what this shit is.
Oh my God, what's her name? What's her name? What's her
Gay.
name?
it. What's Romeo and Juliet?
Kate Blanchett.
It's
No,
probably
no,
a-
no, no, no.
it's probably
Diane.
See your
a high
face. It
school
ain't
version of the,
Diane.
No,
the
it's
Romeo.
the actual one.
It's the one you watched in high school
Yeah,
because
the
it was like
actual
with,
Romeo and Juliet.
with
just with
I thought it was just those two,
with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
but just like a modernized version of it.
Claire Danes.
Claire Danes.
Claire
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Danes.
Claire
Claire
Danes.
Danes. Leonardo DiCaprio, Claire Danes, Paul Rudd.
Yep. Fucking Jamie Kennedy's
We
in
all have
there.
our movies we like.
Not that
Mine
one.
is not
Not that.
those kinds of movies.
Especially
That movie was cray, though.
Well, it was weird because
What did you
they
say?
It
kept
was cray.
she's bringing the lingo.
Don't
in
you have
like
to say it
think-
twice?
That's so
Cray,
cray.
cray.
I can
Yeah,
say
yeah,
whatever I want.
No,
Yeah, I
cray,
think he did
cray.
a better job. That's what I was saying. I thought it was
Cray,
twice.
cray.
Okay, like cray cray is one way, but
Was
like
cray the
when that
first way
word,
it came
I think
about?
so.
cray,
So now you're just shortening it to one
So now you're
time
cooler.
through.
when it first came out,
I
School me,
was on
Sarah.
it. I said
it was just once. It was
Alerted
just
me.
cray. And then it turned into cray cray.
Were you doing that
invent
because you're
that?
trying to be cooler?
So actually mine was the throwback.
So wait. That's what I'm
Do you
saying.
remember
That's what
the-
I'm trying to say right now.
The N-word in Paris song
How
with
dare you.
Kanye West
First off,
and
yes.
Watch
Jay-Z,
your mouth.
where he's like, that shit cray.
You can't. You're not allowed to say that anywhere.
Shit cray.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was not one of the episodes.
it is cray.
Dead joke.
Did you just Google cray? No, you didn't. Did you?
Cray, cray.
Cray cray.
Cray, cray.
Number 6.
Okay.
Set it off.
No idea.
Me neither. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
know
the
it
name
Is
of
that
the
like
movie.
Bring It On?
Yeah.
I thought you were like telling someone to read it.
I thought he was saying like I'm about to set it off with this.
No,
Like,
set it off.
Oh, suspenseful.
I'm assuming it was not good because it was number 6.
oh shit.
It's apparently good.
Queen Latifah, Halle Berry, Vivica A. Fox, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Sounds like an
I'm
expensive
sensing
Tyler Perry film.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Set It Off is a 19.
Am I allowed to say that, Steve?
I mean, mine was worse than yours.
Set It Off is a 1996 American crime action heist film.
Ooh, I like a good heist.
Do you think we get pinged for not having any minor? Well, Do you think we get pinged for not having?
I'm sort of
minorities
a
working?
minority.
I guess you do count.
I feel like I'm more of a minority
not
than you
anymore.
are.
Ooh, so now are we deciding whether you're Canadian or having a vagina is more of a
She meant-
minority?
No,
She
I
meant
meant redhead with blue
Redhead,
eyes,
yeah. Or
which makes up less than 1% of the world.
I like how you know that.
she knows that.
Do
and
you
she tells
feel
us that a
special?
lot. What?
Aw.
Redheads are normally with green eyes.
So you should feel special then.
I'm a unicorn.
Okay.
Number 5.
What if you only have red pubes and brown hair?
Wait, what?
You don't know? Joking.
Is that a thing?
I had red like in my beard.
I'm starting to get gray in my beard.
Yeah, me too.
You know
Salt
what?
and pepper, baby.
No
Hey,
one,
baby.
no one asks anybody else but redheads if the carpet matches the drapes.
Great. Hey, that should be the saying, though.
Does the carpet
Match
match
the
the
grapes.
grapes?
But you know
so
what
much
I
better.
mean? No one else gets asked that question. You're not going to ask a blonde that question.
I mean,
No,
are
you're
blonde
not, and you
pubes-
know it.
Usually a blonde's...
Okay, I'm not. I didn't mean to steer it in this direction, but like,
Hold on. I got questions, like always.
does the carpet match the pubes?
I know blondes. Most people probably
right.
still have darker,
Yes, thank you.
pubes.
Pubes.
But do blondes have red pubes too? I feel like that might have been a thing, or maybe they're like lighter colored, like a mixture between. You know what I'm talking about?
I
Does
get
anyone
what you're
know this?
trying-
Am I just far left field with this?
I get what you're trying to go.
How many
with
pubes
here.
have you guys seen?
I mean, I have like 6 myself, so I've seen a couple.
Steve's fighting hard for that beautiful facial hair he's got there everywhere.
Come on.
It looks good. I think it looks good.
I try. Maybe I should get one of those fucking derma rollers,
Yeah, that's like I heard the only thing that works.
and I'll like take some of this.
you think the carpet matches the pubes?
Like glued.
Do you
See?
remember?
But she was a redhead.
There's a
She was a
jackass.
redhead.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just went to.
Dude.
On Jackass
Gross.
with the jihad thing.
That's disgusting.
It's hilarious.
They find like shit in the pubes
Yeah.
like, before they
But
put
she
it
was
on.
a redhead.
It's like
Pulling it out.
But who was the first person to be like, I wonder for a redhead? Because those are the only people that get asked that question is
it
redheads.
had to been like a domino thing where like people
Want
like,
to.
Someone
we're
had the
silently mixing.
wonderment. And
yeah
then
they were like they're like, oh, this redhead has red pubes, and then that probably dominated into other people like being told, and then people are probably like, oh shit,
does the carpet
does
match
the carpet
the grapes?
match the grapes?
Well, I mean, it's one of those like. I mean, people dye their hair, right? So
Sure.
if you,
Your pubes are. You can dye the shit out of those too if you want,
You
right?
can,
I mean, it's
if
hair.
you
People
have
dye their
them.
eyebrows
If you
and
like,
I was gonna say hair's hair, right? Like,
I
not
can't do
to
that.
bring my wife into this, but she is an
Jesus.
Italian.
Joe, let's not go any further.
Hold
You're
on,
gonna
hold
get in
on.
trouble if you go
No,
any
no,
further.
no,
into
no,
this.
no.
oh no.
Stop listening, Tiff.
Go
Don't
ahead.
listen anymore.
She doesn't
She
listen to
doesn't
us.
listen.
Come on.
She's normally she has dark hair, right? But she dyes her hair lighter. She has blonde hair, whatnot.
Yes.
So obviously, unless she's dying downstairs too.
I feel like you can go off the eyebrows. If they don't dye their eyebrows and their hair are blonde,
Sure.
you'd know what the rest is going to look like.
That's not
But
true.
you no, because she colors
Well,
her
you
eyebrows
color
in,
yours.
right?
My
can
eyebrows
see
are
it.
bleach blonde.
On purpose.
No, I was born
Tara.
with blonde eyebrows.
I'm not
Doesn't
giving
match
away my
the grapes.
secrets.
That's
Doesn't
the
match the
question
grapes.
everyone is asking right now.
They do not. It does not match my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my
there goes
my
my
butt
fucking-
hairs are red.
What
Well,
is your arm hair red?
Just that specific spot.
No, it's not.
I can't
Blonde.
even see. I
Blonde.
mean, it's, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I had it backwards. Maybe that's what I was
It's
doing.
blonde. My
She dyes her hair red. We figured this out.
no, my eyebrows,
fucking
my
lie to us. You've been
eyelashes,
discovered, Tara.
my eyelashes, and my arm hair is blonde.
your eyelashes are
Oh yeah,
blonde?
you want to see a picture?
That's a thing?
I don't keep a lot of them because
Wait, so you're taking close-up pictures of your eyeballs?
no. No, it was a selfie that
We're
I took.
all so off right now and confused.
It was a selfie that I took when I was sitting in the car waiting for Carrick in the hospital.
I know she knows where it is. And
It
she's
was
like,
during.
It's right, it's
No,
right.
No, I
she's
really don't.
scrolling
I'm really
right.
I'm
scrolling.
just.
But it was during
My
COVID, and Carrick had COVID, and he had to go to the hospital
like
because
how
it was
you're
bad.
staring
But
like,
I
I'm not
couldn't
gonna
go in with him, and my mom was texting me. I
fuck
sent
is
her
that?
a picture because I was like, I left the house like this because I normally do not leave the house with at least.
Were you guys blonde as like kids? Anyone here like
No.
have
was.
light hair? Yeah, I was like bleach blonde.
I had red hair, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Why are
that.
you?
changed.
There's nothing
I don't
on
know what's
here.
on your
There's
phone. I
nothing
don't wanna
on
look.
here.
She has
If you gave me their
secure
phone,
folder.
there's stuff on your phone. Too.
There's there's
Don't
not.
you lie to me.
Swear
Don't you
to
fucking lie to me.
God.
She's got that.
No,
that
Swear to
I'm
God.
talking like browser
She's
history,
got-
everything.
She's got the
No.
the calculator app that she hides all
No,
the
I
photos
don't.
in.
No, I don't.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it
Put in
is.
the
No,
right
I don't have
calculation
it.
to get there.
I don't have anything. First
It's,
of all,
it's like 8008.
Exactly.
first of all,
70,
I live with a network engineer. Okay, I know the risk of keeping shit like that
Also, he kinda does
on
what I
my
do.
phone.
Yeah, but he
So,
would
like-
want to see what you're keeping on your phone.
She just has a
I don't
montage
keep them
of carrot
on my
dick
phone.
pics,
Oh.
is what it is.
I send them to him
They
and
don't
delete
get
them.
kept on my phone, is what I'm saying.
It's just a montage, and it's all pictures of
I
this
live
ding
with
dang
him. What,
dressed
is
up
it, what does he
funny.
need pictures for?
You didn't let me finish.
Oh, I was talking to him. Sorry.
Clearly,
You
It's
want to
just
see it all the time when he
scenic
puts
pictures.
the reindeer ears on it, right?
What?
The antlers, right? And like the ball.
Wow.
Maybe we should
jingle
continue
balls.
with the numbers.
It's
while she looks at
Christmas!
this.
Well,
Go ahead, Steve.
Number
Anyways.
5. The mirror has 2 faces.
I don't know what that
the
is.
mirror doesn't, but it becomes 2.
Ooh.
Does anyone know what that is?
Dun, dun, dun.
No, it's probably got like Robert Downey Jr. in it when he was like eating
Cracked out of his
crack.
mind.
Yeah, he was eating crack. Give me that crack.
Give me that rock.
Number 4. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle all the way.
Oh, was that number 4?
Didn't even make it.
I mean, it made it in the top 10. That's good.
What was that?
This group, this
Shocking.
4-year span.
Look,
had
I
a
might
lot
be
of
a
big movies.
little more on the positive side of this movie than Tara is. Might be a little more, but I'm still not
Really?
all the way up there. But it's still,
You just think it's kind
I
of
think
dumb.
it's a little more.
You just think it's kind of dumb.
I just don't understand what you would think is bad in this movie.
The movie.
I do. Look, I get it.
I don't.
I get the fact. So I feel like I'm always the one that's like trying to like, oh, I can see why my friends wouldn't like something like this.
Dad.
Yeah. And it's not, my tastes are completely different, but I'm very good at like trying to pretend to be other people's, like what they would like. Like I know how you feel.
I went too far.
Like I know, I had this sense that Randall wasn't going to fucking like this movie because he
fuck?
doesn't understand this kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Or maybe he
the
doesn't
humor.
understand it. He doesn't have the taste for it. You ever listen to music? You ever grow up listening to music and you kind of enjoy that music?
I'm not going to see. Okay.
Yeah, but then if you don't listen to
You
music,
don't have eyebrows
and then
or
you,
eyelashes. Weird.
and then you don't listen to that music, you kind of just dislike it when it comes by
Weird.
later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I
stuff
get
like
what
that.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, none.
I think it's like that.
Blonde,
Show the camera.
eyebrows, and that's not
There's a
necessary.
camera right there. You can show that camera.
If you're gonna bring it to the
I got
podcast,
nothing.
oh that contrast in this camera,
it's not
Steve,
your-
is
it's
not
your
doing
phone
that
that's
justice.
focused.
Yeah.
It's the camera.
Not doing it.
Hold on, you can do that camera.
That's so far away.
Is it?
me hold it?
Wally's like, I'll put it right in here.
Hey, I have just gotten it. Damn it.
It's not you. It's not your phone. It's the camera.
Whatever. It's not important.
But yeah.
She'll send it to me and I'll put it on there.
No, I won't. But
I know.
Number 3.
yeah, that's
Where are we at? What are we
Number
doing?
3. No,
number 3.
the top 3.
Okay.
We're going to guess the order
Yes,
when I
yes,
tell
that's
you
what we're
what's in
doing.
the top
Yep.
3.
I don't look like that now because I dyed them.
I can't read
Sure.
that far. I don't have my fucking classes. Mr.
Good.
Colsey.
Top
I get
3.
it wrong
Top
every
3.
time you do
Top
this.
3 in no particular order. Star Trek First Contact, Ransom, Space Jam.
Oh, what?
Basketball Jones.
this?
Basketball Jones.
Oh, what week are these in right
All right,
now?
all right. Star Trek is in its first week. Space Jam is in its second week, and Ransom is in its third week.
I'm gonna go Space Jam, Ransom, Star
the
Trek.
space. That's what I would say.
Samesies.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
the
what I was gonna
secret?
say.
Do you
We're all-
have, Michael's
yeah,
secret
yeah,
sauce?
Yep.
I forgot what I picked.
You said Space,
Space Jam,
Star-
Ransom.
Ransom
Ransom
and
Space
Star
Jam.
Trek.
Yes,
That's, I
yes.
said the same.
Yes,
So
that's
everybody's
what I want.
going with that.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I want.
You're all fucking wrong. It's number 1,
I
Star
do
Trek
want-
First
Yeah,
Contact. Number
what?
2, Space Jam. Number 3, Ransom.
Boo.
Idiots. Fucking nerds.
Boo.
They are idiots.
That's what it
because
is. It was the nerds. The nerds. did
Next
it.
week, though, the week after that, Space Jam went back to number 1.
I bet it fucking
I think
did.
Star Trek
Michael Jordan.
is more cultish than Star Wars.
Hundy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's got these fans are so deep into this shit they cannot come out. They're not coming out.
Nope.
You know what else is deep?
Go ahead, Steve. You
The
tell me.
tomatometer. The Rotten Tomatoes score.
I was like,
Where
wait, hold on. Where you
the
going with that?
Rotti T's. I brought it in.
Deep. You brought it in deep.
It's 100% deep because it goes 100%.
the Roddy T's, huh?
The Rotten Tomatoes. So what do we think the critics gave it out of 100%? Walter.
I'm gonna go kind of like a mid tier. I'm gonna go 69, baby.
69.
I'm gonna go 69.
Randy?
Did they even vote?
43.
43.
Oh, I still think that's too high.
Oh my God, no.
Where you at?
For critics, like maybe audience, I say critics like 35.
35.
Like I mean critics are probably like what is this?
You went 8 down for
Well,
me.
I'm going to say
Don't
this.
act like that was dramatic.
I'm gonna
Look,
say
I
this.
wanted to go lower, but I don't trust to go lower. Like I feel like lower is probably not realistic.
Go with your
But
gut. Go with your gut.
no, I did 30. What did I say?
35.
35.
What'd you say?
35. Her gut is sort of right,
Okay.
but also sort of wrong.
Oof.
Oh.
You guys might have a leg to stand on with critics.
Okay.
19%.
Oh.
Fucking
See, they were also like, what the fuck am I watching?
bunch of cocksuckers is what it is.
I don't understand how this movie can be considered
It's almost
Terrible.
like Randy and I
Can we
know
get to the next
more
part
about
where it's
movies.
the audience?
audience score. What do we think the audience gave? What was that? What do we think the audience gave this movie out of 100%?
69.
Well, 69.
Again.
Nice.
Randy,
63.
63. Tara.
50.
50. Audience score, 38.
Oh, God. See?
Wow. I would have at least thought the audience would have been better.
I don't get it, Wally.
This movie
get it
sucks.
either,
It
dude.
does not suck.
This movie sucks.
Was Ernest better than this?
No.
No.
Wally?
Wait, what were the
No.
ratings? What were the ratings on Ernest? I wasn't here.
Higher than
I don't know if I can pick between those two.
Were they?
Apparently.
Was it higher than that? What were they?
We got to tally that up,
I
by the
mean,
way.
I could probably look
I'll
it
look
up
it
on my. Okay.
We got to get the tally.
We got to get the tally. Oh, yeah, you got to get the tally.
I'll write mine down real quick. I'll
Because
figure
last
it all-
week-
I'll figure it all out.
Not by much.
But still, it was,
Not by
it was
much.
still higher. What was
the
critic?
audience score was 42. That's only like 4% higher.
Okay, but the critics was higher.
36.
That's a lot higher than 19.
Okay, still garbage movies. You guys picked garbage movies.
Well, I mean,
Let's
Christmas
look up
makes.
Elf. Let's look up Elf real quick
Were you not on the
to
podcast
refresh
when we did it?
to refresh everybody's memory.
Elf sucks compared to these two movies.
To refresh everybody's memory.
Classy.
I think it's just Steve. I think it's just the type of person.
85%.
I think you're
Classy.
right.
I'm pretty sure it's the
you're
type
right.
of person.
85%.
You know, they say smarter people like dumber
and
movies.
79%.
Smarter people.
I also believe Elf is a bandwagon movie. 100%.
Baby!
So far,
Shots
you guys
fired.
are 0-2 so far.
I don't give a fuck.
I do
love
think
Ernest.
Elf is
Christmas
a
movies.
huge bandwagon movie.
You know what I'm saying, Vern? Vern?
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. People were just
I
watching
am-
it to be on the bandwagon. They didn't actually like it.
I do
With
actually
Elf?
think that.
Yeah, I think that for sure.
This
I mean,
those are votes though. That's
You know
not
you can
box
talk to
office.
me normally.
That's not box office. People
Hold on,
went
hold
and
on,
left
hold on,
those
hold on,
ratings.
hold on. The problem with Rotten Tomatoes is depending on when the movie came out, depends on sort of the critics and the audience score.
Mm-hmm.
Because an older movie, you're not going to go out and review right away on Rotten Tomatoes, right?
No.
People have to actually go to it to
I
review
mean,
it.
Elf wasn't that much newer.
Yes, it was.
Was
I mean,
it
Rotten
03?
Tomatoes was I believe it was 03, but Rotten Tomatoes was a thing then, right? In
Yeah.
96, it was not. So certain movies are going to have a lower
aren't
score.
as good now as they were when they came out.
Yeah,
Is that what
speaking
you're
of
trying
Elf, too, yeah.
to say? Elf holds up.
I actually am concerned. Like maybe if we go further back into, I don't think the middle ground movies even matter too much because it's probably the metric is probably those really old movies and then these movies. They're probably all in their own categories too. You think? So like when you get to like Christmas claymation movies,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's look
And
up
then
that. Let's look up a
not-
Christmas claymation movie.
those ones probably score high.
I don't even know
because
if they
they're
would even be
traditional.
on
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
Yeah.
They're probably very traditional.
Yeah,
And then
sure.
you have the blockbuster movies. Elf, I would definitely consider blockbuster-ish. This
Yeah.
one was probably blockbuster-ish too. You think?
Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it. It's a blockbuster.
So
100 and how much it made?
Rudolph has
120,
95%.
$75 million budget. Come on. IMDb score 5.7.
this movie.
What?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This movie specifically, for me, the only place it was lacking was the
The
takeoff.
ratings. Oh,
The takeoff of this movie seemed very abrupt to me. So you had
Like the end?
no, just it's starting.
he's
It was
saying he
like-
jumped right in.
Oh,
like,
okay.
So it's like you see him. They explain his him right. They give you a taste of Arnold, how he is as a dad, and then what he needs to do. But then
Just remember, you're my favorite.
it
customer.
immediately goes into breakfast next morning,
Yep.
and the whole sequence happens in that
But
period of time.
I feel like it's the type of movie that it doesn't need any backstory, really, other than he's a forgetful parent and he needs to make it up to his kid to be around.
They
I mean,
couldn't have
that's it.
added more to this movie because it's quite long enough.
I think Turbo.
It's
I think
plenty.
Turboman
It's
would
like
have been a better
120.
name too.
For the movie?
Yeah.
Like, just call it Turboman.
Yeah, because Jingle All the Way, it doesn't really.
No, it doesn't.
I think they were trying to.
They
sell
did
Christmas.
that to send the Christmas
What
thing
guys
home.
would
That's
maybe-
got to be the only reason.
I think Turboman would have been a better because I can say Jingle All the Way to people and they not know, but I can say Turboman
Turboman.
and
And
they're
they'll-
like,
it's something-
"Oh, I know."
something will connect.
As soon as Rachel brought up Turboman at the very end, I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking movie.
So I think
So
they
I've
dropped the
seen
ball on that.
the
Those
end of this
are my
movie.
two gripes with this. But besides that,
That makes
I think
sense.
this movie was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But
We're
it's
not,
just me.
we're not there yet. We're at who is your
It
favorite
is.
character
I wrote this down.
in this movie?
Write
Wally.
it down.
My favorite
My
character.
memory is
Yeah.
terrible.
Obviously, it's going to be well.
I can't write things down.
That's why you
I
do
kind of
it.
like Sinbad. If I'm being,
That was
I
my
didn't even think about this.
So let's
That's
be real.
mom
He's
too.
actually a sympathetic character, right?
the postman, the monologue he does when they first meet outside that
choking
store.
out that fucking lady.
Yeah, he says slept with everyone that worked at the post office, but me.
Right.
It was perfect. I thought
It
was
really
great.
is. And like I said, him getting into that character and, like I said, choking out that lady is fucking hilarious.
It is.
And everyone's
It
like,
is.
whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like, oh, yeah, what's up? It's great.
Go postal. He's about to go postal. That's what he's about to do.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what it is. That's 100%
true.
what it is.
Randy, who's your
Mine's the same.
Sinbad?
Yeah. I put
love
the
Arnold.
mailman because I didn't know his name.
But I just want to pick something different.
Mailman.
Yeah. Tara, you got to have one.
Do you
Can
think
it be the reindeer? I'm just kidding.
do you think Arnold's a terrible actor?
I think that he was better in this movie than other movies.
What is your.
What just generally do you think he's a bad actor?
I think generally he's like it's like passable.
He's a cash grab.
It's not like
He's
it's
a
not.
cash grab.
He's an entertainer. He's not an actor.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, okay.
He's an action star. He's
agree
not
with
an actor. But for example,
I'm trying to dissect your cynicism
but
here.
you
is
can
what I'm
be
trying to
both.
do, you know what I'm saying?
What a good word there.
God damn.
But you can
Baby!
be both. Like,
baby!
like The Rock was brought into movies as an action star, but I think The Rock is a good actor.
Here's the difference with that, though. He got his
Depends, I
chops wrestling by being an over-the-top character while talking and being an actor in wrestling,
Well,
right?
yes, but he's
So-
not. But he was able to hone it in for movies. Like, he's not an over-the-top actor in movies.
It's just theater.
No,
It's
no,
pretty
no.
much the
But
same
what,
thing as
what I'm
theater.
saying is
Yeah.
Arnold didn't do that, so
No.
he doesn't have that I can talk my way
Background
out of
or
something,
whatever.
right? So
He got
Arnold
brought
can do that.
into movies because
Well,
of
and
his
then-
body.
And then maybe
his
that's why
charisma.
John Cena isn't entertaining to me as well in movies.
Is
I
not?
think
Is-
he
is
Oh, okay. I was
entertaining.
going to say, have you seen Peacemaker?
Yeah,
that
I-
show's
I-
amazing.
Is entertaining.
I think he is. I would argue better than The Rock.
I think they're different, so it's hard to compare them.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
feel like
different.
The Rock is a fucking one-trick pony, and I think John Cena is too. But John Cena just does that
He's
one
better.
trick way
I don't
better.
think The Rock is a one-trick pony, but
No,
I
he
think
is.
John Cena is funnier.
I do
I think he's
that.
funnier, but I
That's
think
true,
The
but I
Rock.
don't- The Rock.
The Rock has also had more serious roles than John Cena has. So I don't think that can be more
Name a serious role.
No. More serious is in not like slapstick, like not like meant to be over the top funny.
I think John Cena's face is too weird to be
Game
serious.
Day. Game Day was not. Game plan.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cute funny, but he
yeah.
wasn't like
He was still the same character he is, but not being. I mean, Tooth Fairy. Let's be real.
The
That's-
Rundown was funny.
I
but,
like The Rundown, but that's Sean William Scott.
William Scott was
I
more
love
funny.
The Rundown.
You know what I
Christopher
mean? Like,
Walken?
What was that movie where he carried the 2x4?
That one.
Walking Tall.
oh, he
that?
did it on that one too.
What was that like his first kind of serious role? So he did two serious roles
Instead of the guns, didn't he hit somebody with a?
and there was serious
punched
action.
them.
So let me make sure to preface that. But he did
BB.
a one
he
where he was
punched him
driving
through.
around. He did a movie and it wasn't. He was driving around fucking people up. It has one of my favorite songs of all
Rundown.
time.
That's The Rundown.
It's not the run.
It's not the Rundown. It might
not
be
The
Walking
Rundown.
Tall. Is it Walking Tall?
It might be one of those. It might,
Oh no,
hold on.
sorry. It's Walking Tall. Yeah. Where he's running.
It
he-
has
he-
one of my favorite
Yeah, he stops on the
movie songs
highway,
of all
gets
time.
out with a 2x4, and just breaks somebody in the face with it.
That was
That's Walking Tall.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
when
not
he
what I'm
hits
talking
that
about. I'll
dude
find it.
with
I'll find it.
that fucking hurt, like looks really bad. The one that it breaks on, like obviously he was hitting everyone else, but the one that it like shatters against the dude's head.
I don't know if you know this, but if you actually try to hit somebody with a 2x4, it's not going to break.
That one
It
did.
depends how long it is, but most likely not.
2x4.
You get a water treated
Yeah.
motherfucker, you're dead. You are dead.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. So maybe it's the rundown I'm thinking of where it breaks.
It's funny because the movie I'm thinking of, I know the names of the 2 songs that are in there, but I don't know the name of the fucking movie.
Is there some
What's the
movie
song?
where
It's
he
called
hits someone?
Shortchange Hero, and the song is it fucking slaps.
You know what's awesome?
It's also this first song. It's also the intro song for Borderlands 1.
Oh, never played Borderlands.
Yeah, I
need-
don't think it's your cup of tea though.
Probably not. So I got a quick little cool fun fact. In the rundown, one of the guys that they fight like on that island that he's like a small little whatever guy is the same guy from Ninja Turtles
Yes.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with
And he's
with the hair.
he's in a whole bunch of other stuff too.
He drove me nuts in that movie. I hated that kid.
the rundown?
No.
Or Teenage Mutant Turtles
in
too.
that, yeah, he drove me nuts. I hated him. The pizza boy.
Yeah.
I hated him.
But that's his point. What the fuck is his name in that? That's one of my favorite movies of
I
all
don't
time.
remember, but Carrick loves it.
I like
it was
those.
called
I like
Faster.
do a little
It was called
nunchucking.
Faster. Is the movie I was thinking
Faster.
of. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
I
of.
haven't
don't-
thought
I
about that
haven't seen
movie in
that one.
forever.
Yeah, it's called Faster.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was Shortchange Hero is a song. It's super
I
fucking
also
good.
really like The Rock with Kevin Hart. I think they work really well. really well.
They
I
are
think
the
they're
best
grabbing as
together.
much money as they can.
I
while
think
they
they're
can.
so
That's what I
funny
think they're fucking
together.
do.
Huh?
It's working.
It's working.
Central
Yeah.
Intelligence
Both of them
was actually pretty decent.
Mhm.
Obviously, the Jumanji
The Jumanji movies were
you know,
good.
not-
Jack Black.
Is
Yes.
what
Oh,
made that
he,
movie.
yes.
The way he's playing a little girl or whatever. It's
In the
so
first one,
fucking good.
I think I've said this on this
So
podcast
good,
before.
dude.
I went to those movies because of Kevin Hart and The Rock, but I walked away saying to Carrick as soon as we walked out, I was like, dude, Jack Black was that movie. Like
So
he
good. So
stole
good.
both of those movies.
Tell me a movie that Jack Black is in that he doesn't steal the show.
Tropic Thunder. I liked him in Tropic Thunder, but he wasn't the best. He wasn't like he
Oh,
wasn't.
Okay, that's the only movie because there's someone else doing something way better, which is Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
just killing it.
I love him.
The funniest part,
You mean
I know
like
we
when
talked.
he's on screen
Yeah,
is what you're talking
Like
about,
he
right?
steal. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just there. He's the
Yeah.
primary focus. Okay, yeah. I agree.
but Robert Downey Jr. definitely does, and the fact when he's getting they're showing the behind the
shaft.
scenes.
Stroke the balls, swallow the gravy.
When they're showing the behind the scenes and he gets the pigment on his
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
on his skin and he's in the chair, he's like, "Yeah, man,
It's so
this is
good.
awesome!" Like it's hilarious.
So good.
We're redoing that soon.
Yes.
We're gonna re-review.
I am sad
The
that I wasn't
review.
on that one.
Well, that's
I
what nobody
love that
was. It was
movie.
just me and
We should just get the script, Steve, and then just act
read
out the
it.
whole fucking thing.
My
we already
dad-
we already have most of it.
Right.
My dad used to have
Got
lines
any
from
tip?
that movie as ringtones on his phone.
that's
Does
that's
anyone,
hilarious.
anyone in here with a key grip?
Punch him in the fucking face.
All right. Where are we at?
Lance.
What's happening?
Lance.
Lance
What?
dice
Hold on,
dangling
hold
on
on.
the forehead. Yeah,
What did he call his son? Little half squat or something?
Yeah, his little half squat. Yeah, then think about Lance's dice dangling on your forehead.
Booty
I
sweat.
can't leave my son.
Fucking
And then
farting
he
in
throws,
bathtubs.
a fucking bomb at them.
So good.
My jelly beans.
The fucking panda.
My favorite character was the cop.
The one that just kept showing.
Which
He's
was
there
funny.
from the
up.
beginning too, right?
I love.
Yeah.
He's
I
there
do
from the
like
fucking
that
beginning.
end where he's like, "We could use someone like you," and he turns around and they're like,
Sorry about this. Sorry
Right.
about this.
It's
Sorry about
fucking.
this.
It's funny because like. He just keeps running into the same cop, and then the whole thing about Sinbad saying like, "This is the bomb," and you know,
And then
we
it
get all
is,
these,
yeah.
and then it actually is a bomb, and the guy's like,
No,
"I've
people
seen
are
this
messed
1,000
up,
times."
man.
"Yeah," because he hears
funny.
it. He hears it.
It's fucking funny.
Did I tell you I tried to be a police officer, Steve? Never tell you
Yes,
that
me
story?
too.
Yeah, and you got. Wait, did
I
you
got-
fail the?
No,
the
I got
psych?
I was told I couldn't do it because of my record.
Oh yeah,
We'll leave that at that.
Weird.
I too.
wonder why.
I too like scooters.
Yeah, we'll
leave
talk
it at
about
that.
We'll talk about that one some other time. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something about a cop. I lost my train of thought now.
The cop in this movie.
Oh no! I was going to say that when I went, I was just going to tell a story. But before I even got a chance to fail, I was walking to the door and you had a specific dress code, and if you weren't dressed, you got fucking shoot out. And I was dressed what I thought was the right way, but I had bought shoes from Walmart the night before. They're supposed to be dress shoes, but I got loafers. I guess I got loafers, and the guy was like, "You got to go. You can't be here."
You gotta go.
And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." He's like, "You see those things on your feet? You going sailing, boy?" "Are you gonna go? Those are sailor shoes. You can go sailing." That's what he told me. I was like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to." And one of the other cops came up to. He's like, "You should let him in. He's a big white boy."
That's funny.
They let me in. It's a real thing.
It's a real
That curtain
thing.
is a real thing.
My
Wow.
other so in actuality,
Wow.
wow, my favorite character is Phil Hartman because of Phil Hartman.
That's
mean
not your
Ted?
favorite character.
Do
That's
you
your
mean
favorite
Ted?
real person.
That's my favorite real person.
We're
He just
talking
wanted to-
So you
characters
mean
here.
Ted?
I mean Phil Hartman. I just anything he's in, I love
his
him.
name. Is his name Howard? Isn't his name Howard in this movie?
Was it Howard?
I think
or
it's
Ted?
Howard.
No, it's Ted.
No,
It's
because
Ted.
they named
It's
the
Ted.
reindeer Ted after
his
him.
dad. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I could swear it was Howard.
there was
That's
a
fine.
Howard in this.
You
Wasn't
guys be
there?
right.
Was there?
I trust you guys more on that.
I
But
feel
no.
like I remember him saying Howard.
I think I remember him saying Howard too, but I
Howard.
don't
think he
trust
said
your
that.
both your memories more than I
I
trust
don't
mine.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
definitely his name is definitely Ted because of the rain. I remember the reindeer's name being
Reindeer,
Ted.
yeah.
I remember that too. Yeah.
And then
Mom's
he
over
was
there
like, she's
petting
next door
Ted.
petting Ted or whatever.
Is Ted
He's
short for
what?
Theodore?
Theodore?
sure.
Yes, usually.
Did you say
Okay.
Theodore?
I'm just going. I've
Theodore.
never
Did
asked
you
this
say
question.
Theodore?
No, I said Theodore.
Oh, I thought you said
Did I say Theodore?
I think you said Theodore.
I heard Theodore, but I don't know.
I don't know. I hope well, that's what I was at. You know my question.
You knew what I meant.
Do we have a least favorite character?
Ted. Fuck
Do you have
Ted.
time?
Howard.
Howard is.
Whoever that
It
is.
was Ted. I
Fuck
thought
that
Howard
guy.
was
Fucking
Ted.
Howard.
You look. I hate the kid.
I hate the kid too. That was gonna be mine.
I hate the kid, but you know who gets on my nerves probably more than the kid?
the wife.
No, the other kid who puts the ball in
yeah.
her mouth.
You little son of a bitch.
But that's a kid though.
Yeah,
I
fucking hate
didn't know
too.
that was a girl, to be honest with you.
It's Pat.
Until.
What?
Who's Pat?
Sorry, it's an SNL skit from back in the day. They didn't know if it was a girl or a boy.
Like she just
It's
good-
Pat.
Like
I'm
why would you
27,
put it in your mouth?
Because it's a kid.
My God.
That's what she said.
And then they just kick him
Literally,
out,
I
and
guess.
he's like, "If you could just give me, that's all I want."
My ball.
I think he should have
Little
stole that
girl.
motherfucker's Christmas present. Is what I think should happen.
Yeah. 100%.
He's
Put the
like,
cookies
this is
down."
not the Christmas spirit.
Right.
No, take that fucking thing.
Also,
That kid's a dick, and his dad's
Speaking
a
of the
cocksucker.
Christmas spirit, like I can't believe he went through all that shit, and then his son gave away that fucking toy. Like,
Oh, but that was that made it.
No.
That's the whole
This
point
stuff's
because
all
he's like,
starting to
I got
make
the
sense
real
to
one
me
at
now,
home.
Steve. It's all
he
starting to unfold for me
almost
now.
died.
Give me that fucking thing. I want to see that. one.
Sinbad chased that
I'm not gonna
kid
throw it away. I
up
just
there,
wanna
and
see
he
it.
almost died, and that kid gives him the toy.
I like that.
That was the sweetest fucking thing in the whole movie.
Also,
there.
you think they're gonna let him take that to jail?
No.
they're gonna let him take that toy
No,
to
they're
jail.
not.
Like,
They're not.
It is meant to.
no.
They're not.
What happened to that toy?
Mountain Dew.
Probably just got
Never saw it
confiscated.
again. They
Yeah,
never saw it again.
probably.
One of those cops probably gave it to his fucking kid.
Probably. So you wanted it to be more realistic, Tara? Is that the problem?
No.
That's honestly
Hold on.
exactly like what you're saying right now.
No.
We're gonna add.
I-
Don't
You
try to
listen.
step back now, Tara. There's
you-
no room. Get back
Listen,
now.
I have said on this movie before, or on
need
this
a
movie,
mustache. Look,
I
I
have
look good
said
with
on this podcast before,
It's like an acceleration with you two. It goes from like you like kind of, and then the hand comes into it, and then you're up on the mic, and then when you're really like in it, you're like away from the mic, like even further in front of the fucking mic. You
one of these.
Listen.
He's like,
listen,
If you
there's
want
stages. There's
to
Tara
know-
stages.
I have said on this podcast before, like when we talked about like the Atlantis movie and stuff, I have said on this podcast before.
You said that.
No, not Atlantis. What was it?
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. Sorry.
Oh yeah, let's
Sorry.
bring that up again. Like that didn't fucking hurt enough, you assholes.
No. But I brought it up in that, and I even when we kind of talked about Uncharted a little bit, I hate movies where the entire purpose of the movie, then they lose it at the end. It always.
Oh.
Well, they
where
got a
they
little
like,
on
where they
in
like let
Uncharted.
go of the gold to like do something else, or like I hate that.
You didn't like
See,
Uncharted?
I love that
I
because I
didn't
feel
like that they lost
it might have
that
made
whole
me
fucking thing of gold.
more dumb from
They
a lot
did
of perspectives,
all
but I feel
that.
like I got
That guy
a solid
spent his life
foundation because of that. You know
trying
what
to
I'm saying?
find that.
Well, also, if they get the gold, how are you gonna make another movie? They're fucking rich.
Would I?
I don't
Are they
know
going to
about
make
that.
another one?
My son watches this movie.
Like National Treasure 1, at the end when they bring the next movie up, Riley spent all the money, and then she takes all the money from Nicolas Cage, so he doesn't have that much money anymore. So that's the whole point of
What-
it. Continue.
Yeah. What ending would I rather
But
my
they
kid
did
see?
get the money.
Would I rather my kid see him keep it and be happy, or would I rather him see him give it to Sinbad?
Great
I
point.
would rather
Great
see
point, Wally.
my kid see him give it to Sinbad.
Right, it's a good
You know what I'm
teaching
saying?
lesson.
Yeah.
So like
It might be.
so
it might not be the most fucking logical or essentially the smartest, but when it comes to like
So
my
as a
son's
parent,
values,
yeah. I
as a
get it.
parent, you two, I get what you're saying about the values, but that wouldn't sting a little bit on the inside that you
Of
just had
course
the
it
worst
would.
day of your life trying to get that toy.
if I had the
And
Turboman
then-
experience, no.
Well, hold on.
If I was coming straight out
my
of
Your
that
kid
fucking
almost
dude's
died.
house,
Your kid almost died.
oh yeah,
But
I'm
I-
aware that
but
what
I
transpired.
think, hold on. Listen to this. If I was a parent, right, and I went through all of that, and I got this fucking thing, and he gives it away, I'd be like, you fucking little shit. But then when he says, I got the real one at home,
Done.
You have to give that costume back.
I don't care.
Done.
Like he's
My
not.
son
That's the only
thinks-
day he's going to be Turbo Man.
My
My
son
son
thinks
thinks-
I am Turbo Man.
Yeah.
I can do no wrong in his eyes now. I
What
can
it really
be late
is,
still.
That's
and
going
I
to
can-
die
what-
down in
what
like
Don't give
a
a
week.
fuck.
No.
Get in your
What-
fucking room. I'm Turbo Man.
What everyone fails to realize in this, well, not everyone. I'm sure some people get it.
What
You
was
guys
that?
Might have got it. It's
Go to fucking sleep. I'm Turbo Man.
the kid just wanted his dad there, and he doesn't know he's there until that mask that
Yep.
he clearly should have been able to see through fucking pops off. You know what I'm
If
saying?
he
But
did
the
like
that's the
only
biggest
reason
thing.
he was
And
there,
then he's like, "Oh, my dad's the shit." On
but
top
he
of
didn't
being
go there
here-
for his kid.
He did go there.
No. I'm saying he didn't go there to like be there for.
No, no.
He went to go find the fucking toy. Like he
was
went to go try to get the toy.
He inherently he was doing something
that
for
was
his
my
son and
arm.
inherently showed up. Is basically what accidentally showed up.
Also, when that kid would not let him speak and then hung up the phone on him,
Oh, that reminds me of another continuity issue. Like that float.
continuity. Yeah.
float was awesome. Did you see that fucking
float was
snowman
dope, but
in
he
the globe
comes-
fucking skating?
He comes up from the ground. He's like in a warehouse.
No. So I
And then
thought
he-
about that.
And then he comes up into the float and he's like in his mask. It's like a fucking first person.
No, but
I-
they put him in there and they shut the door.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's
I thought about that.
They
and I
put
was
him
like,
in a
no,
lift.
no,
They put him in like a scissor lift.
I feel like they were showing everything in the warehouse, but the float was in the warehouse.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
there
they
was
put
just
him
a
in.
How
gap
long
in
do you think he
time
was under
that
there?
that I think
yeah,
I'm
how long was he
misleading.
under there? Exactly.
A long time.
But I thought they put him on a thing because they put what's his face on a lift and they let him up, right? His sidekick. What
No,
was
he
his
was just
sidekick?
there.
Booster.
Booster
yeah.
was just there.
Booster.
Those kids beat
No
the
one
fuck out
likes
of him.
you.
Assuming it was
Booster.
hilarious.
Fuck Booster.
Hilarious.
Also, like, you're telling me he didn't realize at any point where they were putting that whole fucking costume on him that something was happening?
He did. He was like procedure.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Was that your
he
impression?
literally is covered head to toe in that
But it's,
plastic
it's
or whatever
happening
fucking
so
costume.
fast. They're talking to him about what to do. Like, I get it. And he's like, still, what's happening?
This is loosely written. Obviously loosely written, but it's not. It's that on purpose. Clearly, it's that on
Again,
fucking purpose.
we could say the same thing about Elf. We could break it down like he did
I
not
don't
realize
think-
that
I
he
don't
was a
think-
fucking person.
I don't think Elf was as loosely written as
No.
this movie is.
Because he always knew
But
he was
it's
different.
not a bad thing. It's a
he
good
says
thing
that,
that,
right
it was
from
loosely written.
the start.
It's like
Whatever.
a cartoon. I'm watching a fucking cartoon. Like
Yeah.
I'm like reading a fucking weird fun book kind of thing.
Turboman.
I'm not watching a fucking
Jamie!
serious thing with this movie at all. And Elf feels more serious than
the
this movie
cookies
does.
down.
Like 10-fold, 15-fold. But I didn't go into this movie wanting to watch Elf or something serious. I went into this movie just to watch something silly and fucking hilarious, and then maybe heartfelt at the very end. You know what I'm saying?
What's that, Randy?
I
Are you
didn't know what this
insinuating-
movie was about.
Are you insinuating Elf is not heartfelt at the end of the movie where they all
it
sing
is,
together
Tara,
and
it is. It's heartfelt.
But
and
to
the
me,
spirit
Let's
of
just
Christmas
not bring
helps
up
the
Elf anymore.
hold on.
He
I
did it.
think this
that's
movie.
the battle. That's been the battle. So let's not fake.
Well,
that's
right
the
now,
battle,
you gotta,
right?
You gotta,
so
gotta tally up your thing too.
we're fucking battling
there, we'll get
Christmas
there.
movies. The Christmas movie
think-
battle.
I think this movie has a better Christmas message at the end than Elf does. He is literally being the epitome of Christmas to. Shut up. I read dictionaries.
epitome.
Epitome. He is literally
Latin.
giving ex mortis, Latin ex mortis. He is literally giving this thing that all he wants through Christmas and everything. He wants this toy, but he's giving it to a guy who thinks he needs it more than I do.
I
Right?
agree.
only because his dad is Turbo
No,
Man.
if my kid
Had
did
his
that, I'd be
dad
like,
not been Turbo Man, he would have kept
it doesn't
that fucking
matter. It doesn't
toy.
matter. He's still giving something away that he really wanted. Right? What is Elf
No,
doing at
actually,
the
what
end?
he really wanted was his dad to be there for him.
You have to start. You have to
And
start
he got
get-
that.
and he gets both, right?
He got
gets
that.
he gets Turboman and his dad at the same time because his dad is Turboman. So he
Still
says,
be mad.
"I don't need this. I'm going to give it to the person who really needs it to give it to his kid."
Who tried to kill him?
But he doesn't know why.
Which is
He
like
puts it
the
together.
biggest that's solid. There's someone that's like hurt you and you
So
fucking
he tried to kill him and he still gives him the toy. That
That's
to
what
me
I'm
is
saying,
Christmas
that's-
spirit.
you start with the problem in these movies, right? So it's the journey that happens. So like in Elf,
The journey.
what's the journey that happens? Tara?
I want to
Like,
find my dad.
He's trying to find his
That's-
dad.
So what are the biggest problems in that movie? Like his dad not accepting, him not having a family, and then he finds family. That's what it is, right? That's all,
And no one believes in
unity.
Christmas anymore. So like nothing's working. This
So
it
that's the
doesn't
heart-
work. The reindeer don't fly.
That's the heartfelt message in Elf,
Yeah.
right? And this movie is just basically the dad is not there for the kid. That's what it is. And the dad learns to try to be there for the kid, and the kid tries to accept his dad. That's it.
Yeah.
Those are the messages in these fucking movies.
I wish I knew more of a background of their family because, how long was he not there for the kid?
Clearly
or was
a
the
long
kid being,
time.
Yeah.
or was the
Clearly a
kid
long
being
time.
sensitive? Like maybe he missed a few things, so the kid is like,
They listed
"My
it
dad
out.
hates me."
He was there
Well,
for
he-
one belt out of 4.
Yeah.
Well, he also
Wasn't there
sees
for
the
yellow.
3.
He was there for
3,
the yellow.
4. So that'd been
Before
white.
Yellow.
Maybe he was there for the other ones. They just didn't say.
maybe no, but they show him. He looks in when he's drinking the beer with the reindeer, right?
Yeah, the reindeer.
He sees the picture of
That's Steve Golden shit right there. By
What's
the
up?
way,
he sees the picture of them together, right? That his son made. So obviously he's been there for stuff, but maybe lately because he needs his favorite customers,
Work and Christmas.
and he's
is coming
working and
up.
everything that he's
Yeah.
just not been around, and it's one of those. He doesn't realize that he's having this effect on his kid yet. So my question to you guys right now is, do you think this is still a good Christmas movie, though? Like, does it have good Christmas values?
you argued Christmas values for a little while. That was your staple for a good Christmas movie,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not. This is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Well, I'm not saying
I'm not
Christmas
saying
movie. I'm saying, is it
like
a
defined?
good Christmas movie?
I think so.
I think if you only look at it from the
Terrible
Christmas
movie. Decent Christmas movie is where we're at with Tara.
That's not bad, though. That's not a bad thing to have.
How much does that
Are you
affect
gonna-
the score?
I was
Randall.
How much does that affect the
was.
score?
Yeah.
Not that much.
gonna say, because of the end, it is a good Christmas moral movie. The kid, doesn't know what his dad went through, but he gets the toy that he always wanted. Not always wanted, but like really wanted.
Yeah.
It just gave it away
Always
to some
wanted for the
dude
past
that
week.
fucking tried to kill him. Yeah. That tried to fucking kill him.
But he does say, like,
And he's like,
as
hey.
as they're taking him away, he's like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get this for my son. You know,
yeah, so
I'm
he's
not.
like,
yeah.
I know it. Take the fucking toy.
Right.
Yes.
But that was the special edition one just for that kid, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Good
kind of
kid.
realize how good of a dad he's trying to be.
That too.
Oh, yeah.
It's commendable.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm trying to
the other
kill.
dad.
Hold
Apparently
on.
he's a good
He's
dad.
such a good dad. He was gonna kill another kid for a toy. That's a great dad.
Shady person,
Great dad.
but
So the development,
God
which is weird. So the development's different in this. If you think of this like in contrast to Elf, Elf is you're going through what is supposed to be a kid's eyes, and then in this movie you're going through what's supposed to be the dad's eyes. So it's a very weird contrast to it. So the
you.
there
dad's
are a
developing.
lot of shaky adults in this movie. Like
There are
they're
whole-
they're
that's,
all
I mean,
like
that's the only
they're
characters. that are
ready to
shady
murder each
adults.
other for
Yeah.
this fucking toy.
There's only one good adult in this movie, and that's the mom. Let's be real. All she wants is her husband to be around. Another husband starts hitting on her, and she's at first like
She's like
trying to
Superwoman
be nice about it, you
in this
know.
movie.
And then finally she has enough and just clocks him in the
She's
face with a
full
fucking cotton
baking
candy.
and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
To pouring nothing but love in
Right.
there. First off, why is that guy in that fucking house?
I know. How
'Cause
the fuck
he's-
did you get in
I
there,
don't
guy?
know.
She's
Get the fuck out.
she's
so
being,
maybe she's
no,
not
hold
the
on.
best.
You think she's just
The
being
kids,
yo?
the kids are hanging
You
out
think he
together.
just walked in
No,
because
the-
he's a
I think so.
neighbor?
No,
He's
but
a-
the kids
he
are
did 'cause
friends.
She's like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you come
I
from?
think that might have been what happened.
right.
I'm not sure. They don't
But
show
still,
it.
she is. Yeah, she's like,
What the fuck, dude?
That's what I'm saying. She's
my
the
house.
only real person.
and
in
he
this
goes to
movie.
put the star on the tree, and she's like,
What are you doing?
"What are you doing?"
He lights up the. If some dude
Right.
Put up your
put up my lights,
Oh, you're fucking dead.
you're gonna be hanging from those fucking
You see
lights.
the
to a
lights on
tree.
my house?
A Christmas
I
spirit.
still got to do that.
What?
See the lights on my house?
I haven't been here at night, so no.
There's none because I
Well,
don't.
that
care.
would also make sense.
We don't put any on ours either.
I put lights up in my house.
I got to do
I have a kid, and the whole idea is value.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's right. Like the whole thing is like I hang
I don't
lights.
even have a tree.
I
up.
gotta.
My
I'm a
dog's not
solo
gonna
dad
care.
at the moment, so it's like lights, trees, like everything. Everything is there. We're doing Christmas.
Randy's
what
got
I'm
a
doing
ladder
tonight.
if you need
Yeah.
help.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Putting up lights. It's
Put up the
fucking.
It's
fucking
good.
lights.
It's
Christmas
it's
is next
value.
week, bro.
I know.
It's value. It is. It really is.
Oh my God, it is.
Well, next Sunday, if you want to be real. Not this coming Sunday, but the
It's on a
following
Tuesday.
Sunday.
Wow.
It's on a Tuesday.
I'm gonna have a jam session party at my house
What's that mean?
Christmas Day. If anyone
Jam
wants to
sesh?
come out,
Like
yeah.
a-
Christmas Day.
I got a lot of friends that are just dads, and they're not going to have their kids. So I'm inviting people over to jam. And just people that just
Is
don't
that-
have anything to do. So
Okay.
I've already sent out invitations. So you guys are all
Christmas
welcome to come.
Day.
I didn't get an invitation.
Yeah, during the day.
Like
what
on
a lot.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
Yeah,
it's that
Yeah,
Sunday.
I got shit to do.
Yeah,
I'm
I
off
figured as
Monday,
much.
so
Yeah.
I mean, I'll come
So am I.
over. I'll come over the day after.
I mean, I'm off Monday, but
Yeah,
I
we're
have
getting.
stuff
We're
to
not.
do Christmas.
We're going to be getting together in the evening time.
yes.
Okay.
FYI.
Just an FYI. All right, favorite part or scene of Jingle All the Way, Wally.
There's so many. There's so many fucking. I love the Santa fight. The Santa. Oh yes,
Look at
perfect.
that, look at that.
The fucking Santa fight
That's
is
my favorite
perfect.
right there. That's my favorite.
It's that and the
the bomb-
Sinbad
the
monologue.
Yeah, the
but
bomb scene.
if you get it,
Sorry, Will.
I know you're probably neither of you are gonna never fucking do this, but there's a deleted scene where there's the Santa's going to a musical.
Oh,
Yeah, and they all
Then they go to a musical.
yeah they sing. It's all a
Or
cappella.
they are the musical.
So it starts.
well, they
off,
are singing
it's-
in this.
They do sing in this.
No, there's a deleted version of this
Oh, it's even
where it's
longer.
like yeah. So if you watch it, it's so fucking good. But the Santa scene is perfect.
I do like that
Perfect.
John Belushi is in it.
I know, right?
It makes perfect sense. It's great.
It's got a lot of cool
was
cool
that?
side dudes in this.
The big dude.
The Santa, the
Belushi.
mall Santa,
The one he,
Oh,
not the big one, but the
the
actual
one he
Santa.
goes
the main
with
Santa.
to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Right. And I do like that the other midget is in it from Seinfeld. I like him.
Little person.
Little person.
He was also the one from Bad.
We had
No,
one
never
coming
mind.
off.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He has been in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Randy, favorite party scene? Where are you going
The
with
bomb
that?
scene. The one that was
The
just
bomb
on-
scene.
The bomb.
Bomb.
Bomb. Where's the bomb? The bomb.
That is pretty good, right? Where he's like, how many years do you think I've been on the force? I can spot a fake present.
I like how he's
That was
sniffs
actually
it.
a
He's like-
bomb. Okay.
listens to it.
I like how it
That's
doesn't
funny.
kill him either, even
No.
though he was
It's just a
holding
cartoon
it.
It's a very
shit, you would fucking dead,
minimal bomb.
It's that cartoon shit. 100%.
So what was that person
cartoon shit.
who packed that bomb trying to do?
I don't know.
Just cause
Blow
a
up
ruckus?
a mailbox, maybe.
All right.
Well, no, because it
The
didn't go off
irony
till they
is priceless.
opened it, so it wouldn't have blown up a mailbox.
Also, it's a PG movie. What were we expecting?
what
His
if a
hands
kid
being gone like
what
in
if
Tropic
a
Thunder?
kid had opened that though?
That kid would have been gone.
Like that's fucked up. Or
Too
at
bad,
least
baby.
traumatized. He would never open a Christmas present again.
Dude, if you
I need
open
stuff.
anything that close to you're done.
Yeah.
That guy should have been done.
Yeah. Not just fucking looking like
I'm not a
Albert
fucking
Einstein,
bomb
his hair
expert.
going everywhere
Well, that guy apparently said he was.
Yeah,
he was on the bomb
clearly.
squad.
He said he used to. Yeah, he used to. be
for 10 years.
Tara, what was your favorite scene? I don't have one. I hate this movie.
No, I like the bomb scene. I do like that, and probably when the mom hits what's his face
In
with
the face.
coffee.
Suck it. My
Go ahead, Steve.
no, you go. No, what?
Oops.
I just had a really quick question
Let's
for
hear it.
Randall. Since Randall looks like he's a professional, do I have to shake these since they're a
Yeah, it
mixed
says,
drink?
say
It's
shake,
open
shake,
now
shake.
though, so
You can put your thumb over it. Shake it. That's what,
It's,
I,
it's
that's what
okay.
I usually
it's
do.
okay.
That's what I usually
They're
do.
still not that bad. We're drinking the
I feel
Arnold
like I'm a
Palmers.
failure now.
Still
The
sideways.
spiked
Sideways.
Arnold
Do
Palmers.
sideways.
These are great.
They're safer.
If anybody
So
wants to have
fucking
one.
stupid.
If you do it sideways, it's
like a
safer
shake
for
weight.
camera aspect.
like a
It's like,
shake
what do I
weight.
look like? Oh god!
Everything.
Hold on, let me.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, I got it in my beard.
Here's your cab fare.
Would you like me to make you a sandwich?
I love the episode where they're like,
Why
oh,
do you have
she's
to
using
right after I take a drink?
the big Jim XL version.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like hitting her in the
The big
face as she's trying to do. Oh. Anyways, my favorite
Genius.
part or scene is when Arnold punches the reindeer in the fucking face and then has a beer with
Take
him.
that, Tara.
But no, it's not the fact that he
love
punches the goddamn
animals.
reindeer. And he even says, like, you had that coming. But then, like,
He said you started it.
whatever. But they're having a beer afterwards. Like, what better, like, bro moment is there where we got in a fight and then we're fine afterwards because we're just having a beer?
Did you know that all reindeer, male and female, have antlers?
I do now. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's we
ever-
should have known that
Fun
last
facts
week.
of the fucking
Have you ever
week.
seen them shed their antlers?
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yes.
It's
Disgusting,
looks gross.
ridiculous.
What was
But-
it? In the
Like a
last
horror
movie?
scene.
Yeah.
Ernest.
Well, because people used to
Yeah.
argue because, like, you have reindeer, like Santa's reindeer. Some of them sound like female names, and people would be like, "How is that possible? They all have antlers."
Do you
It's
think any of
because
Santas were female?
Didn't he
Vixen,
say dunk-
Vixen is absolutely a female.
Vixen?
Vixen.
Why
Yeah.
do you say that?
Is it Vixen? Is it Vixen?
Why?
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Pranner?
I
I
heard
think some of those could be
Band-Aid.
neutral too.
Vixen literally means a female fox.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
get
okay.
that. I've never actually
And a
listened.
But I'm
woman
saying the
named-
other ones could be.
Yeah. Rudolph could be one.
There's definitely a couple dude specific ones on there. I don't think Rudolph can be
Rudolph
a
could be
female
one.
reindeer.
Vixen is 100% a female name.
Never thought
They're
about
very
it.
forward-thinking
one.
parents.
the
Rudolph's
whore of the
parents are
group?
very forward-thinking.
No,
Vixen's
Dancer.
the whore of the group.
Dancer could be a female
so
too.
that was
Dancer,
that one.
Okay.
Dance.
Dasher,
Dasher,
Cupid,
Dancer,
maybe?
I feel like
Prancer,
Blitzen could go either
Tiny.
way. Cupid could go either way.
Hold on.
Comet's
Tiny.
a dancer.
Comet's a
for
male
sure.
because
Tiny
he's been in a
Probably.
he's been in all.
Santa
Tiny
Claus.
Dan with Elton John over here. Just
Tiny Dancer.
But like,
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Donna
but like
Blitzen. That's
female
Tiny
and male
Dancer.
reindeer have antlers. Like it's not like deer where like
I have
think it's
antlers, Greg. Could you milk me? Wait, what?
I have nipples. Great. Do you think the severity level increases if he was to have hit a female deer?
no.
Fuck that dude.
Because you started talking earlier, and I can't remember what it was.
deer.
But I was gonna
No,
ask you
I
this.
was just I was
But I
asking
forgot to ask you.
because then I forgot that his name was Ted. Like I went to ask, did they ever say? And then I was like, no, they named him Ted. So it's just the assumption that it's a male reindeer.
We gotta get one.
Yeah.
But that's why I
Did you
was
spank
asking.
it?
Fucking sick.
He did. Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do to get a
You just
good
gave
drink.
Arnie Palmer, a good old
This
one.
is what you do. You go,
But that's why I was asking because I know that both have.
I don't think that works.
both.
Do you think today's day and age that there could be a female Santa Claus, not like a Mrs.
But
But
Santa
like
Claus is a
opposite?
female.
A
Have
lady
you
Santa
not
Claus?
seen Noelle with Anna
Have you
Kendrick?
not seen
I have not.
Avengers Endgame
she
where
Santa
all
Claus?
the women come together?
Are you
she
yelling or are
Mrs.
you just
Claus?
excited?
Is she Mrs. Claus?
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay,
there's
I'm
a-
not going
I
to
don't
pick
wanna-
this movie, so I'm
But
going to
it's
go
like
into
a
it a little
Santa
bit.
Claus that's a chick, right? Like full
So-
on, like, and then there's like a Mr. Claus, but
listen,
he's like that
her-
home, like
listen-
cookie. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Her dad was Santa Claus. When Santa Claus retires, the son has to take over. That's just how it's been. A girl cannot be Santa Claus. But as the movie goes on, Bill Hader is her brother in the movie.
I love Bill Hader.
As the movie
I
goes
love Bill
on,
Hader.
he is very he is like
he does
not
a mean
connected.
Arnold,
he's not
impression.
connected to the role at all. He doesn't have any of the magic. He doesn't. But she is very, very much. So then by the end, they're like, why the fuck not? Can't she be Santa? Because she technically inherited the magic. The brother did not.
I think
So she
think
becomes
of-
Santa Claus.
a female Santa is a great idea.
She was awesome. in
I
that
think
movie,
because it
too.
feels more loving and at home with I think a
And then they
female
come
Santa.
down the chimney in a
She
slutty
did.
outfit.
Randall. But she
There,
did.
there goes that.
But
Right
I
out the
would-
fucking window.
But I think it's on Netflix or something. But watch it because it actually is a cute Christmas movie, and she is awesome. But she
I can't do fluffy
no, but it's
female
like funny.
underwear.
But it's funny, and Bill Hader's in it. But listen, she
Listen. Go ahead. I'm
she
listening.
does a good job, a better job than Will Ferrell does as Elf of bringing that innocence in, but not in a stupid like she's like because she's never been down to earth
Sure,
and stuff
sure,
too.
sure.
So she's kind of like, what's this and what's
Maybe
this?
it's a movie I gotta watch.
But it's Anna Kendrick, so like she's very like. Oh,
Weren't you the one that likes it? You have
love
a
Anna
crush on
Kendrick.
that lady, right? Yeah.
love
that's what I
Anna
thought.
Kendrick. I feel like Anna Kendrick is the female Ryan Reynolds.
If you had a female Santa Claus come down your chimney, Steve, would you be excited if she came down
He's
in
like,
some
I got this
slutty outfit?
Hold
Or
on.
would you want her to be dressed up as Santa?
Hold on.
You
Go
missed
ahead,
the
go ahead.
conversation.
No,
because
no,
you were
I'm
in the
listening.
email.
He's there. He
You were
listened
in
to
your
it.
email.
Here's my question. Is she bringing me a present?
Oh,
Or is she bringing someone else a present?
She is the present, buddy.
Oh, does she have to say ho ho ho? What if she says it like that?
If she comes down that chimney, which I don't have one, and goes, ho, 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 big boy, I'm going to be like, hey,
I don't want to. I don't want any problems.
I don't know what's happening here. Put the present down. And get the fuck out.
I wouldn't
no,
complain.
it sounds like Randall wants her to be a hoe.
I got a story
Yeah.
about ho female
I'm not gonna.
with Santa.
I'm not gonna complain if a girl comes down in some scandalous Santa gear.
Can I say
that's
one thing
fuzzy,
before?
But if it's,
I need-
not here. I'm not here for the fuzzy stuff.
I need to
it
say
looks
one
weird.
thing. If it's my wife, awesome. Anybody else, get the fuck out of my house.
Good answer, Steve.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Steven.
Oh, well, let's make
was
sure
my
to clip that,
question,
and we'll
but-
send that one to
Okay.
Tiffany.
Yeah, we'll send her that. Also, Tiffany, get like a cool Santa Claus.
I mean, I think it's
Non-fuzzy.
I'll find
I
one.
think
Not
it's
fuzzy.
I think it's weird enough that we're just
Bring
okay.
me the presents.
We're just okay,
Baby!
and we teach our kids that it's just okay that a strange man comes into our house at nighttime while we're sleeping.
So weird. I want to show my son
That's
Krampus
just
or something.
normal.
Oh my god.
Like,
I tell
that's
you-
just normal.
Also, I'm gonna bring milk
I thought
and
you were gonna
cookies.
fart.
And if you're not eating these milk and cookies, I'm fucking mad.
Oh Jesus.
I made these cookies for you,
mad.
Santa. What do you know?
like in the Santa Claus, where she gives,
he's like,
You said you were
what's
lactose
with-
intolerant.
What's with Tim Allen always doing that in every single
He
fucking
does.
thing
I
he's
love
ever
Tim
been
He
in?
does.
Allen.
What do we
he
do in
does.
Galaxy Quest? That's got to come up
Fucking
after
next week.
holidays.
That's one of my favorite movies ever made.
It's really good.
Galaxy Quest.
It's so good.
I really like Tim Allen. Tim Allen has always reminded me of my dad, and they
By
don't look
Grab
alike.
Thar's
It's
hammer.
just there's something about the two
savings.
of them
The show
that
must
is
go on,
similar
Steve.
to me. To the point where in that movie that he's
Your
in,
dad sounds dope as fuck. That's what I'm gonna
he
say.
is though. But in that movie,
Quote him.
Joe somebody, where like
Shoto.
his daughter Hayden Panettiere.
I like that movie.
Have you seen that movie? So
Panettiere?
he reminds me so much.
She was right.
Is it? That's how you say it. Is it?
Hayden
I don't know.
Mocking
Panettiere.
your
I was
voice. He was
asking.
mocking your voice. is what he
Panettiere.
did.
But the part he so much reminds me of the dad that the part in that movie where the dude knocks him out in the parking lot makes me physically like
Happy?
no angry. Like I relate Tim Allen so much to my dad
Wait,
that
wait,
I
wait.
like.
Are you saying him
He wants
knocking
to, she
out?
Wants to, she
No,
wants to
the
protect
guy
Tim
knocked
Allen,
out Tim
and
Allen
then
in front of
inherently her
in the
dad.
beginning.
in the beginning, he knocks out Tim Allen in front of his daughter, like she's in the car,
Isn't
and
that-
I'm like,
Isn't that Patrick Warburton? Joe from
Yes,
Family Guy?
yeah, it is,
okay.
yeah. Did you ever watch that show?
Where are we at?
Hold on.
Oh my God.
I want to know
That's
because
fine.
I probably watched the
Rules
show.
of
I'm the one here.
Engagement?
That was more
Yeah,
for
I've
me.
seen Rules of Engagement.
I thought he was the best on that show. He was funny, but so was the guy.
Wasn't that with
David Spade was on it. He
Ritter.
was the single guy.
no, wasn't
No,
John Ritter in that? Oh no, that's 10 Simple Rules for Dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rules of Engagement. I think that's what it was called. So him,
I love that show.
and then he had a wife that was the married couple, and then there was Oliver Hudson, who was Goldie
Goldie Hawn.
Hawn's son, Kate Hudson's brother, Oliver Hudson and his fiance, and then there was I think David Spade, who was the single person. Like there was three different like
Yeah.
relationships, but like he was so funny as the husband in that show.
What just happened
I don't remember who
love
the
that
wife
show.
was.
I have another screen at home.
Who was the
Who
wife?
was the
Who was his
blonde?
wife?
Who was the blonde? She was hot.
She was the
fuck,
she was the
man?
blonde. His
I
wife
don't know
was
how
the
you guys do
blonde.
big phones.
Yeah,
No, I'm
the
saying
fiance had dark hair.
Oh yeah, I'm not like you guys.
The
My brain
the
should be
kid
studied,
blonde?
Steve.
not the kid, not the kid blonde. This sounded fucking terrible. God damn it.
There was the married couple, there was the
So, like-
engaged couple, and then there was David Spade.
We're talking
know-
about 8 Simple Rules, right?
Do you like
I
David Spade?
I like David Spade.
Wait,
talking
where
about
did we
rules of
talk about that? We
engagement.
just talked about that, did we not?
No, we didn't. I
We
said
talked
rules of
about it.
engagement. He said,
8 Simple
"Isn't
Rules.
that the
Just let
show?"
him go for a second.
Okay. Okay.
I like
that's,
David
that's where I was
Spade.
fucked up. Okay, that's on me.
A lot of people like Joe Dirt. Sure, put an E on the end, pronounce it Dirte. I like it.
That's why they named you Joe Dirt instead of Nutmaker. You want to see what I got Sean for Christmas?
Church it up, Dirt.
Look at that. Look at that.
Explicit.
That's what I got Bastanowitz.
It's
Is
a
it a vinyl?
Tenacious D
Okay,
vinyl.
what is it?
That's
Is it?
awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking
That's
dope.
awesome.
The pick of destiny. It's the pick.
Now hold on, you guys got to
of
shut your.
destiny.
I'm going to show you two this, but you got to shut your.
Don't show them my fucking presents.
I like how you know exactly what I was going to do.
I don't want to know context clues.
Oh, you're
fucking
not.
look
They're
at
just
it,
going to be
dude.
like.
We
they're just gonna
already
be
know
like-
what he got you. He already told us.
I already told him.
Well, then why are you
Wrong camera.
showing?
Because
so we
I'm
can see it.
proud.
Yeah, don't let the
I
camera.
am very proud of this.
All right, well then you show them, and I'm going to talk about.
The fun facts.
I'll keep it
Well,
right
we got two more questions before we get to the fun facts.
Look at the color.
Which were we
that dope?
entertained, and would we recommend this to our mothers?
dope.
Wally, were you entertained by this movie?
Yes.
Would you recommend it to your mother or your
She
uncle?
already loves it.
What about your uncle?
Yeah, 100%. I actually don't know if he likes
Did
it or
he?
not.
I was gonna say, did he actually enjoy this movie, or was just
He
like
worked
I
on it, I
worked
have no idea.
so-
I got paid. Fuck it.
I'm
I've never
sure.
seen
Yeah.
it.
What did he do?
He did
Grant, no.
special effects, but when he was telling me about this movie, he specifically mentioned that he would erase ropes that were attached to people.
So
You know, you have,
basically-
So like
the
when he's
gymnastics.
flying and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
But he did other stuff too. He did a ton of other movies. But this was the one that I remember being real little, and I was
he
like, "Oh,
rich?
this is awesome!"
You know what'd
he-
be awesome?
He lives in Malibu in the hills, and if you look
Oh, he's rich.
between the mountains, you can see the water.
You know
And
what'd
the
be
beach.
awesome?
Fucking sick.
It was fucking
We
ridiculous.
need to have this man on the podcast.
It's sad,
cool.
but he passed away 7 months ago.
Oh.
It's okay.
So,
R.I.P.
He's a very sweet man.
so
He's a
we're
very
not
sweet
going to
man.
have him on the podcast, unfortunately.
He had a heart attack.
You
so
know
he's
what we're
very
going to
sweet.
do on the podcast, though? I'm always looking
He
for a
went for it.
segue.
He went
I'm
for
always
it.
looking for a segue.
So I feel like Steve didn't care whether we would
doesn't.
recommend it to our
doesn't
mom.
care.
You
or-
said something.
I think he just
because
got.
he did not ask us.
He got caught in a weird moment, and he just went for
Did
it.
not ask us.
Felt awkward. He had nothing to do. Would you recommend
recommend it to your mother?
My mom would probably enjoy it, but I was not.
All right, Randall.
I haven't seen anything because of my mom. She doesn't watch movies, so not this one.
It all fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
But I think my
every year I
mom,
start
like
watching
my
movies.
mom,
His mom's name's Randy too.
this is like corny enough that my mom would enjoy it.
Randella.
With an eye.
Jason Randella.
I got to clap for that. That was a good one. That was a good one. What is your mom's actual full name?
Randy.
Just Randy with an I?
With an eye.
I went
What's
to
your
high
middle
school
name?
with a girl named Randy.
I thought you were joking.
Randy Lee.
Randy Lee.
What's her last name?
That's my all my sisters. last
Shadwell?
name. It's Lee.
Yeah,
It's
Shadwell.
L-E-A.
Shadwell, not Shagwell.
Shad.
Shad.
With a D. Well.
I'm the only Ivanov minus my son. Minus my boy.
I went to high school with
The
a
fourth.
Randy with an I.
With an E.
Wasn't her,
don't
but
think it was
like
my mom.
no.
That's
Didn't you know
cool.
Randy? You knew Randy too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it the bus riding one? Or bus driving? Or she had a van?
Oh yeah, she had the van. Yeah.
You know, fucking.
She moved to Florida.
About.
My dad's name is
better off.
Ray, and my middle name is Ray.
Oh my god.
What's everyone's middle name? I know his.
Ray, it's on my Facebook.
Oh, you just said that. What's your middle name, Randall? I don't
Aaron.
remember anything.
Aaron.
Aaron. So at least it's the dude spelling. That's
Wally's
good.
is Corey with a C.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys, you want to hear something really fucked up?
Let's hear it.
real quick. I didn't know the proper spelling of my middle name until I was a full-grown
Walter.
man.
Because he put it the wrong way on his son's birth certificate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my
Yep.
god!
It's hilarious.
Did you have to get it changed, or
It's
is it
the
just
same.
like
It's the
that?
same.
It's
Nope.
locked in.
Baby.
There's no,
Damn, dude.
you know something I believe in, like to my
Fate.
core. I believe in yes, but I believe in like a good story.
And you know what's a
I
great
was
story?
So dumb. I didn't know
All
my
of you,
middle
everyone-
name.
Everyone here,
And now my
especially
son.
That's fucked up.
all of you have experienced, except for maybe Tara, like the fact that I believe in that to my core, like a good fucking story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
Not
the
a
best.
Yours is
story.
this. Your son's with
Story.
the E, right?
Yeah, because I thought mine
yeah.
was.
God, you're so...
I know, right?
Wait,
It is what it is.
Corey?
It's Corey.
EY.
I
Come on,
was
Steve Tyler.
I was spelling my name that way on paper until I was 22 years old.
Well, you wrong.
I would always write Walter C for the longest time.
So wait,
and then
yours
should've
it
stuck
so it
with that.
doesn't have an E in it.
How did you
mine's
not
just
know?
C-O-R-Y. Mine's normal.
Most of the Corys I know have E's in
Your
it.
mom didn't tell you, like,
Actually,
hey, it's
no.
not how you fucking spell it, dude?
No.
Most
I
of the
guess
Corys
not.
I know spell it with a K.
How often
I
does
don't know
your
any that spell it with a
how
K.
often does your mom catch you writing it? Obviously, you probably get
That's fucking wrong,
I mean,
bro.
when you're little and you're practicing your handwriting.
That's
But
the
who
only
writes
time.
their middle
but
name
after that,
when they're little?
I did.
But after that, you don't hear about it ever again. So maybe I suppressed, maybe she told me, maybe she didn't. But I did it until I was fucking 21, 22 years old.
Just to let everybody know, I
embarrassing.
need to put
And
a
what?
bandana on this microphone because my name is Steven Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, you want to know
Wow.
how I found out, Steve?
It's a
What?
scarf though, not a
So-
bandana. But
What the fuck?
so
Same
my,
thing.
my ex had my birth certificate. and
Yeah.
I think we were getting our passports made. I think we were getting
You're
all
going
our
to Canada,
passports
you
made.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, we're getting passports made. And she was looking at mine and his, and she was like, I remember hearing, no way. I'm like, what?
The dread. No
And it was
fucking.
oh,
was
you
the
didn't find out until
No. And that was the thing where I was like,
You
I
didn't
had seen my
realize.
birth certificate, but I didn't fucking care. It was one of those, I'm like, oh, here's my birth certificate.
Oh my god.
This
So
guy.
how long after was that? Like how long did it take you to realize?
What do we mean? That was the moment. That was that moment. She was like, what the fuck? And then she handed me it and I handed me his. And I'm like, oh shit.
But how long I'm saying how long after
I had to
him-
ask my mom if it was correct. That I
No.
remember.
No, I'm
When
saying
after
how
you
long
named
after your son
kid.
did you find out that they're
Like 10 years.
is
It
what
was-
I'm saying.
It was not that long afterwards. It was
A year.
probably like
Wait.
maybe 7 or 8 months.
like when you had to get the passport. That's what I was asking. Is
yeah.
how long it took you to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Talk about a big what the fuck moment too, right? That's fucking great.
I can see it now. You're sitting there playing PlayStation 3, probably Batman,
And
Most
she
likely.
comes
Yeah.
in.
and she goes, wait a second. And you're like,
It might have been sooner than that, actually.
let me stop eating the Doritos.
I don't think she would have let it go that long
Doritos.
because she was, she was she was mildly diligent. So
Do you
it's
guys
like,
remember the old bags, the Doritos, the red, white, and like the red, white, and blue bags?
Look, I've eaten every Dorito under the sun. By the way, I want to say something.
do you remember what I got you? You remember what I got you?
For what?
I don't remember if it was Christmas or your birthday.
Like
give him Doritos?
this year,
I bought him every kind.
he bought me every Dorito bag he could
could
find
find.
at the time.
Literally everyone I could find.
In a bag. So he put all the bags into one big bag, and I went, "This is the best."
Wait,
present
like
I've
you
ever had."
mixed them?
No. He just
No,
put
no,
all
no.
the bags inside the bag
oh.
because
I
I'm
wouldn't mix him. I don't think he would be in. It'd be like stale and shit.
Yeah.
You know. So it was
Look,
like
I
Go-
need them. I need them on one sitting.
I don't know that the combined
You guys are
flavors
cute.
would be great.
Thank you.
You guys are cute.
I'm kind of jealous.
We're best
I've
friends.
never had a friend like that. So
Hey,
you guys got it good.
thanks, guys.
I've been
very
a friend
sweet.
like that to
Aw,
other
very sweet.
people.
You'll like your present this year because it's
You guys still get each other Christmas presents too, which is
disgusting.
adorable.
we do birthday and Christmas presents.
yeah.
That's
We're
adorable.
best friends.
Steve has always been the diligent
I mean, I have-
one, but I'm
I have
like
best
there
friends
now.
and
I think.
So here's
They
the
do
fun-
not give me Christmas presents and birthday
Oh, I'm
presents.
sorry. Well, no. So my birthday's
So-
before
Dude, you're
yours.
just so fucking good.
Shut the fuck up.
It is pretty
You're
fucking
so
sick,
fucking
dude.
good.
It's good.
That's fucking sick.
That's good.
You're gonna be blown. I get
Yeah.
you Christmas
blown.
presents,
His is gonna
but
be
this
better
one's the
than one
best.
you got.
Look,
I don't know what you got
finally,
him, but I
hold
can
on,
tell you that
finally.
it's
if
good.
it
It's gonna be
tops,
better.
if it tops what I got you,
It does.
2 years ago, then I'll be like, all right, you win.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
What did he get you
serious.
2 years ago?
He got me a fucking. He got me a gram. What do they call them?
Cameo.
A cameo from like
Metal Gear Solid.
yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
David Hayter.
That's
I
a
got-
hard one
shit
to
was dope.
fucking up.
Yeah.
I don't
For
think
my
I know
for
that
my
one.
cousin's birthday,
pretty good.
2 years ago, I got her a cameo from Lance Bass, which was always her favorite.
That's pretty cool.
instinct. She
How
loved
long,
it.
How long was it?
I mean, it was longer than I
Are we
expected it to
measuring?
be. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be
We're
short.
measuring now. Is that what you're about to measure?
But like, so when you order it,
20
because he knows,
seconds.
you
Hey,
know, you've done it. When you order them, it asks you a few things like, what's the event
yeah,
for?
yeah.
Like, is there
Yeah.
anything about them? And so, like, I mentioned that like she has 2 daughters now, but she's always been in. So he even mentioned like her daughters and everything. Like he made it as
That's the job.
personal as
That's
he
got to be the
could.
best
Could
fucking
you,
job to have in the
But
world.
could you
man.
know, right?
imagine having so many coming in that
Well,
you
you-
just have to keep doing it
You don't
over and
have
over
to
again?
accept them.
Yeah. So
You
like
can do it as much as you want.
But
which
in
is
that,
kinda
but
cool.
wouldn't
I
it be
remember in yours,
shitty
But
if
you
you
get
ordered
paid
it
for
and
I'd
then?
fucking keep
he was
doing that,
film.
dude.
He filmed the one Steve got me. The
No, I think
guy
you get your money back.
was
if you
filming
don't
it
do
on his pool in his backyard, I think, or
Yeah,
I'm assuming
something
his
like that.
I
backyard.
remember. Yeah.
But there was like fucking lawnmowers going off,
Yeah.
and he started improvising.
Yeah. It was
You know what
cool.
I'm
It was,
saying?
it was like
Yeah,
3
like-
minutes
Yeah,
long.
it was
I'm like,
pretty
"It's like
sick.
a
I
dog!"
remember that, yeah.
I remember watching it, going, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah.
I even cut it up for my
Why?
stream. Like I cut up the
Yeah, yeah,
audio for my stream.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So not
You're pretty good.
not cameo, but
I
my
still have it on my phone.
my cousin's
I love
wife.
CQC.
So my cousin-in-law, my cousin's
Remember
wife,
the basics.
her
CQC.
family owns
I'm
Geno's
playing
in
Metal Gear
Philadelphia.
Solid tonight.
Like
Yeah.
the one
Is
you
that an
know,
Italian place? What's Geno's?
no, Geno's and
Geno's.
Pat's, the 2
Pizza place.
cheesesteak places that are in the middle of Philly across
Oh, I
the
love
street.
I've
smash
heard of
steak.
them. I've heard of something.
Those
like
are
that.
the big ones. Like Geno's is right here, Pat's is right here, and those are like they're like rival.
What are you hiding?
So her family, her uncle or great uncle or second cousin or something, owns Geno's, and he had because she came in to eat at Geno's. Like they get celebrities in Geno's, but Pat's never gets celebrities, but Geno's gets like athletes and
They have,
celebrities
like
and
the
stuff in
pictures
there.
everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's dope.
He
I like shit
had
like that.
because she came in, he had Tiffany Haddish FaceTime my cousin, and it wasn't a cameo. Like they actually spoke on FaceTime
That's dope.
because he was
That's
like
dope as shit.
you have to call my niece or whatever the hell she
Did
is.
you know that
That's dope as
Tiffany
shit.
Haddish is a stripper in the first season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've never watched.
You've never seen that show? Watch it.
You don't look like a person that would have.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've
It's like
seen
the
like
first
clips.
I think
but
it's
I've
like
never,
the
like,
fourth
sat
episode or
and
something.
My
watched
cousin
it.
made me watch it when we were kids.
It's a good show. Watch it.
It's pretty.
That's
trying-
hilarious.
I love
pretty
that Ryan Reynolds and that guy
younger
are
than me,
like
too.
best friends now.
It's a good show. Anyways,
I like Charlie
think
Day.
I hit a
I
button.
love
Fun
Charlie
facts of
Day.
the
I hit a
fucking-
button 20 minutes
Fun
ago.
facts of the
I've
fucking
been
week.
Perfect. The world premiere was held on November 16th,
Nailed it.
1996 at the Mall of America in Bloomington, where parts of the film were shot. A day of events was held to celebrate the film's release, and Arnold Schwarzenegger donated memorabilia for the film to the mall's Planet Hollywood.
And how big is that mall, Randall?
He's been playing the game for a long time. It's big. The
America's
Sweet Man
mall.
game.
The
Big mall.
It's funny.
He had governor in his sights for a long time.
exactly.
In the
It feels like coming.
I'm the governor of California. So it's funny. Planet Hollywood was this big fucking deal in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where
Huge.
Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, all these big like time
Those were,
movies.
it was Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then
Sylvester. Yeah, I think it was
right? Those were the
Sylvester
three?
Stallone. they all went together. I think there was 2 women that was involved with the 2 that were actually big actors at the time too.
Of course, no one
Actresses, sorry.
You would say that shit right now. You fucking would.
It's probably like Michelle Pfeiffer and somebody else.
But
But
I'll
anyways,
look it up for Tara real quick.
But the thing I'm saying is like it was such a big deal, and then they just phased out. You know what I mean? Like Planet Hollywood was cool, but then it wasn't.
I remember them too.
Even Hard
I remember
Rock.
Planet Hollywood.
Even Hard Rock is like that weird thing where it was like it was really cool, 90s, 2000s,
That's where we
and then
went
it
for my
kind of
birthday
sucks
dinner
now, dude.
before Tin Roof.
And
Hard
how,
Rock
and how
fucking
was it?
sucks.
It was
I still collect
good.
their T-shirts. I have like
It was
5
good.
different locations.
So
of
it wasn't
t-shirts.
very
4,
busy,
3,
but I don't think
4.
anything in Baltimore was that night.
No, because during the day.
Yeah,
they had
but the food, we all enjoyed our food. The
Me-
food and
yeah.
drinks were good.
Me and Rachel went there. We went to California to last year.
Hard Rock.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Last year for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah. So I
Well,
equated.
you have different ones because some of the Hard Rock cafes are
Well,
like,
this one was on the strip of like Hollywood, so it might have not
Yeah.
been the
like
best.
a lot of them are. Some of them are like way more,
way more bigger.
like they've got a lot of shit going on. Like they've got a lot
Maybe-
of bigger displays
Sure,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I equate things to
I don't know who's Robert Earl.
founder Robert Errol, along with original partners and stockholders Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone, continued to steer Planet Hollywood towards exciting and new endeavors
I think you're
when
correct.
listing the star power of Hollywood's brightest celebrities. So yeah, whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
What I was going to say was I equate how Planet Hollywood or Hard Rock is doing with Niagara Falls. So anytime I go back there, we go and walk the strip of Niagara Falls down Lundy's Lane and down and see. You've done that.
It's owned by
If you go
MGM.
around it, yes. If you go around, Planet Hollywood was there, and it was cool because every time I went back home, they had the zebra car from Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. They had
Like a glove.
like a glove. Down, Bubba. They had Days of Thunder's car there. They had a couple other things, but it's since been closed because nobody fucking went to it. Same with the Hard Rock. Hard Rock is still open, and it's
Yeah.
a casino there, but it's like the old thing that people don't
go to
go to.
casino.
You've never been to a casino?
I have.
Oh.
But I want to go.
The last time I went to Canada, we did go to the Hard Rock because I wanted to see what was going on, and we went at like 10 o'clock in the morning or something, and it just opened. And I walked in, and they had like, what's the golf game?
Oh, the ball.
The
where
one
you're
where
The
like-
ball one?
Yeah, I can't remember. Steep
Anyways, they had one there that was for money, and like I sat there, I was like,
Okay.
let me see what's going on. And I played one round, and it was somebody put money in it. I ended up sitting on there for 30 fucking minutes while Tiffany's like, what are we doing? I'm like, I'm
Oh, because
still
they put money and then
yeah,
walked away.
Right. I just kept playing. I was getting birdies and shit. And I was like, fuck this. We're playing until I'm done. You know what I mean? And it was funny because there was nobody in this casino. It was a little weird. You know what I mean?
That sounds.
it was,
sounds.
it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
My
So-
cousins in Colorado, they got married. I can't remember the name of the town now,
Colorado.
but it was like one. It's one of the first like big casino like towns, and they kept the old part of the town, like the old little like it looks like a fucking western when you walk through there. Like it's like
I
the
like that.
old stores and stuff. But then
Integrity Farm.
But then the other side of it are all like now they're big casinos and big hotels and stuff like that they've built them up now. But there were like 6 casinos just like, and we stayed in one and she got married in another. So like we were like just between the 2 casinos.
You guys ever go to Vegas?
No, and that's one of those. So I want to
I
go
was
to
in Vegas this year. I went this year.
I went 3 years ago.
I
4
want
years
to
ago.
go. I want to go.
I want to
wanna
go.
back.
I want to go on a. I want to go not with like as a couple. I want to go like a dude's trip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not for anything sketchy.
No,
but
no,
just
just so you
because.
can
I want to go see
you don't have to
magic
worry about it.
shows. I want to go see Lance Burton. I want to go see the fucking Tigers. That's what I want to see.
What's the one where it's like the Circus Soleil?
Cirque du Soleil, yeah. There was one in
saw
DC
a
that was
midget.
just here.
Sorry, a little person. I saw a little person. Fucking come back here again.
We're never getting sponsored by Twisted Tea.
yeah, we're not getting sponsored by midgets either.
Nobody.
They're ruining it
Midgets.
for me.
right. Society of Midgets. That's how it.
Maybe like Budweiser will do it. Like,
Hey, we're down with midgets.
This fucking little
Whoa.
this little man
Don't.
with the most incredible upper body strength.
What a guy.
They got little arms and shit. Where does it come from? Maybe they don't have to lift as much, but he has a bed sheet hanging from the ceiling, right? And it's probably like 40 feet, 45 feet. And he's at the bottom of it.
twisting.
And he rolls himself up like a burrito.
Yeah.
All the way to the fucking top. Like
the Cirque du Soleil stuff is
From
fucking
lifting?
cool as shit.
I don't know how I don't know
fuck
how
do
he
you
did it.
do
Lit it,
that?
but he rolled around his stomach sideways like a burrito. So he was going up sideways like
Yeah,
he's-
so
he-
it's like
He gets to the very top and he
Core,
just
that's core.
he just fucking lets go. Are you guys fucking paying attention to my cool
I
midget story?
am.
He lets go.
And he
And then just-
unravels at fucking the speed of sound
and then catches himself.
and catches himself right before he hits the ground.
That's pretty fucking cool.
You know what's cool is Pink does that stuff at her concerts, and it's really cool.
I've seen
Not like that. She doesn't. I remember she did that first one where she was like, was award ceremony.
That was
She's
an
like
award
swing-
ceremony, but at her concert, she was doing it every night, like trapeze stuff and like ribbons. And
Did
for
you?
one of the songs, she did this. The entire song was this trapeze thing with this guy, and they just kept like moving into like different like
They were fucking
and,
seems like
idiots.
a
and
badass.
spinning around. The fact that she can sing like that is actually crazy.
Good for her.
I thought she showed her vagina to someone when I watched her
I'd look
her
at it.
biography,
don't
or
think
it
that's
was like
how
a
you-
video showed her. I didn't word that proper. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think she did.
But she had like taken a provocative picture in a very funny fashion.
Hey,
It
here's
was
my
on the-
vagina.
It was kind of like that too. She
I
had
love
like,
Pink.
That's cool.
Concert was
Producer.
awesome.
What?
Her concert was awesome.
anyway, sorry. We gotta get back.
Producer Chris Columbus wanted Joe Pesci to play Myron, but he was deemed too short at 5'3", next to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is 6'2", which is the
Twins.
same size as me, which
What a
is crazy.
bitch. You can't even be 6'3".
Schwarzenegger had previously appeared in 2 films alongside Danny DeVito, who is even shorter, so it didn't fucking matter.
Have you guys seen that
Twins.
one? You guys both
Twins
seen
is
that one?
amazing, and
What?
Junior is amazing. I want to say
He's
something.
pregnant
Junior,
Obviously.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is pregnant with a baby.
in Junior.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that one.
Dude,
Actually, what's
To be-
even
Give it-
crazier
Steve,
is like
Steve.
not that
Give him Arnold
I need
in
to-
an Arnold fashion.
Give me some fucking good
Not in a
ones.
good active fashion.
Okay,
We don't need a good
okay,
acting.
okay,
we
okay,
need
okay.
Arnold as an
I'm gonna say
action
something.
hero.
I'm gonna say something. Tara, have you seen True Lies before?
That's a good one. Give him that one.
like long time ago. So like I couldn't tell you anything.
You
about
watch
it.
that sexy dancing scene? It's so good.
All right, you still haven't seen
So fucking good.
Die Hard, have you? You've seen Die Hard?
Yes.
We'll talk later.
Sorry.
We're gonna talk later because something might be going on for tomorrow. But anyways,
I forget sometimes that we're doing a podcast and not a video thing, so I just shake my head instead of say words.
hey, you gotta say words, bro. What I'm
on
saying is,
YouTube they know.
what I'm saying is, if you want to look at a good Arnold movie, True Lies, Terminator 2 is honestly the best Arnold movie, but you have to watch Terminator 1,
It's the best movie with Arnold in it.
True Lies.
Yes.
But
yes.
but to me, it's
Well, no, I was
Last
saying-
Action Hero. But you can't watch that movie unless you know Arnold, because then it like doesn't hit the same.
The best movie with Arnold in it is Terminator 2. The
Yeah.
best Arnold movie or Arnold in a movie.
Predator.
Well, I was gonna go Last Action Hero, but yeah.
Last Action Hero or fucking Commando. I mean,
I think what's even more unbelievable in Junior, like more unbelievable than he
movie,
got
though.
pregnant,
Right.
is that he was smart enough to be a scientist.
that's
Like, that's-
fucked up,
'Cause
Tara.
that's not realistic.
I think I've seen more Sylvester Stallone movies.
You seen Cobra?
Well,
I'm
That's
not
like me and
a
Wally's
fan.
favorite Stallone movie.
Rambo
Cobra's
1
so
and
fucking-
2, and
I'm
then
not,
the new
what
one.
about-
I'm not big
about
on him
Cliffhanger?
either, actually.
Cliff, wait.
Well, like I said, Rambo
Stallone.
1 and 2, and the new one that he did.
The first Rambo's amazing.
The first Rambo, sure, but the newer ones are like
After that, you got to be my kind of brain to fucking.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm counting deaths after that kind of thing. So it's like 2 and
Counting
3 are
deaths.
like outrageous.
Oh my God,
Doesn't he have
Cliffhanger.
like
Is that the
fuck
one with
ton of
Chris O'Donnell
kills
in
in
it?
that.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Chris
All of
O'Donnell.
He blows up a dude with a bow with a grenade
that his
attached to the
name?
end of it. It's fucking cool. as
No,
shit.
Vertical Limits.
Oh, is it Vertical Limit that I meant?
Vertigo.
Vertical Limits. With,
Cliffhanger is probably Stallone. I was thinking Vertical Limits.
Oh.
that's the one where they had the intro scene where
I
it's the father,
could not get past-
daughter,
I couldn't get
brother.
past it.
Yeah,
I
let's
could not
all
get
just
past
go
that.
let's go climb this cliff right now.
Which I want to say, the opening to Ace
They dropped one of
Ventura,
them,
When Nature
and
Calls,
they just
is a direct
fumble.
ripoff of
That's
that
the
movie.
opening of the
Did
movie.
it come off?
Solid.
That came out second.
I
right?
couldn't
Or
watch
Ace
past that.
Ventura
I
came
was
out
so
first.
traumatized.
No, Ace Ventura came out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's kind of
Oh,
terrible.
okay.
When he loses the
Well, and
raccoon.
it was so he was the
Yeah,
guy.
I cried.
He was like the
thought that
guide
was
or something
a-
on the trip.
I thought that
and
was
he drops like
cliffhanger
her
parody.
dad
Yeah,
or
well,
like something.
one of those.
Yeah. So
and there's nothing they can do. He
Vertical
just,
Limit in series. I think it was
traumatizing.
Cliffhanger, Ace, and then Vertical Limit.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah, so and then Vertical Limit is the one that's fucking super crazy in the beginning.
I
If you
couldn't.
saw
I
that when it
literally
first came
turned
out,
it off. I couldn't.
it was before like you had seen a movie where if you had like vertigo or anything like that, that like activated it. You hadn't
Yeah.
really seen any movie where you're like, oh shit.
or
this is
like if
fucking
you're afraid of
terrifying.
heights or anything like that. Like
What's a Jim Carrey movie that you cried in? Because it's Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I cried when that raccoon dies.
Internal spotless.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever. Full thought. Woo.
The story of Jingle All the Way, is based on the 1980s shopping frenzy over the Cabbage Patch Dolls. However, it ended up perfectly mimicking the Tickle Me Elmo craze of Christmas in 1996.
Do it.
Nice. I'm not
Is that
fucking
eggnog?
rubbing your tumbler, dude.
Do it.
Oh, I was like, are you telling him to
Do it
drink it?
wrong.
No,
do it.
no, you have to do it with
the
your
whole
palms.
hand.
My
That's not.
hands are fucking too
Then
big.
do it with one hand.
I'm not stroking that
I'm
fucking
not
glass.
give me this fucking cup. What are we
Stroke it,
doing here?
Steve.
Do it.
Just stroke
Like
it.
Okay,
He's
what
used
am
to
I
that.
doing?
He's used to it.
put your
I'm
whole,
used to
She was
stroking.
doing it,
palm,
and I
put
was
your
like, what the
palm
fuck
on
are
it
you
and
doing?
like slowly.
I'm
It
used
just
to stroking.
I'm used to stroking like this
Slowly.
because it's so big.
Yep.
slowly. It
Yep.
feels. It's
Yep,
like
there's the
looking at your
anaconda
hands.
coming
It
out.
feels cool.
There's
Look at
the
him.
anaconda.
Look at him.
It's the anaconda.
My anaconda
I know, it
don't.
feels cool. You could also just do this.
Sure.
Anaconda.
No,
feels
but it's
cool.
it's against the palm is what feels.
In
good.
March 2001, a U.S.
A tingle.
District Court jury in Birmingham, Michigan, ruled that 20th Century Fox stole the script idea from Detroit high school biology teacher Brian Webster. The studio was ordered to pay $19 million, but was later reduced to $1.5 million.
That's
Still a
drastic.
lot.
That's
Webster submitted the script called Could This Be Christmas to the studio in 1994 and never received payment nor credit despite the film making $129 million worldwide. The studio appealed, claiming Webster's script was submitted after they had purchased a treatment summary or outline of what would become of the movie's script, and the verdict was reversed.
That's
So the
still a
he
lot
got
of money.
caught in the shitty ass end of legalities.
Pretty much.
Is what happened there. Okay.
He got lawyered.
Bummer.
100%.
Lawyered.
He got
Lawyered.
suckarooed.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was paid $20 million for this role.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
So how much did it was
It
a
wasn't
70
even
to
one of
make?
his
70, what was it? What did I say?
75.
$5 million.
Is what it
Good.
cost.
And he got
He was
20.
20% of that, or 20.
No,
What on
more
average
than
is
20%.
that- what
It was
on
more than
average is like a
20%.
headliner?
No, he was less than 20.
I know-
He's
I know
taking
people-
20 million and it was 75. He was like 10 million, 10%.
Percentages were
No.
popular back in the day, but nowadays it's
terrible
more of a
math.
flat rate.
20
So
million
what-
of 75 million is
Oh, you're right.
less
It's the other
than-
way.
That's like
Are you
30%.
kidding?
35.
Yeah.
20 million is 20% of 100 million. So
I know
20
good at
million-
math.
20 million of 75 is more than 20%.
I like
I
when,
went the
I
other
like when
way.
Tara catches you,
Oh,
Yeah.
and then you like admit it, and she's like, "You're getting beat down now."
I'm getting beat down.
That's what I-
Math is my.
You see this?
Oh, is that the excuse? That's what it is.
So Steve right here was reading fine. I know people probably can't. Oh, they can see that. So this is the bottom of
This is, when
Steve's.
this is when he was still mad
But
about
I've
the
also
whole
had
day.
this.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus
before.
Christ!
Yeah,
Well,
he
that's
had
when
that
he was.
before.
still
And that's
mad about
like
the day.
10%, right? Or
And then
7%.
that's
7%.
7%. And then he got
Steve-
this.
And I'm already
He was
on
like,
this.
I'm okay.
Steve spends
Here.
his weekends at bars sometimes playing music,
It's like-
but he doesn't drink.
I don't know.
But when he's at home,
Well, he does.
in
Sometimes
the
he's
confined,
twisted
not a
Steve.
lot.
He
He
Sometimes
does not
he's
do a
twisted
lot. It's
Steve.
very rare. You start drinking at shows?
Sometimes.
if people
he
are buying me
drinks
drinks,
all-
I'm going to drink
Oh,
it.
there's-
But
there's
I ain't
quite
spending
a-
my own money on
Quite
it.
a few beers drunk. There, okay.
Sorry, oh fucking what the fuck?
I'm a
think
Jew.
That's
I ain't
decent
spending
amount.
my money.
You are not
I'm
authentic.
half the culprit for him getting drunk at shows.
Nice.
Yeah. You will.
I remember when you migrated from Bud Lights to
Miller Lights.
Twisted Teas.
Oh, Twisted Teas.
And then we went on a tubing trip and you migrated from Twisted Teas partially to these things. This is the first time we bought them.
It's because
And he went,
well,
all
Old
right.
Arnie
and then
Palmies.
done.
I'm not gonna say when we were drinking these, but they were a good addition.
We were
to-
driving
Okay.
while
yeah,
we were.
let's
Yeah,
go ahead.
I wasn't physically driving.
Somebody else was in
Someone
the
else
driver's
somebody
seat.
was
We were in a
driving.
car.
I was driving.
Steve showed up
Oh no, I remember.
to a show drunk.
My man, my
Baby!
man to school. My man to school. You ever?
All right, let me paint the
Showed
picture.
up.
Let
Yeah.
me paint
oh,
the
you
picture.
gotta sing. That's probably different.
Let me paint the
Oh
picture.
yeah, I don't drink at shows.
I went and played golf with David Dodds that morning.
Oh, I'd probably have to drink too.
Exactly. And he was just like, hey, I got this case of Twisted Teas.
You know what?
and I went,
I like David.
all right.
man.
I like David.
David is a cool fucking guy.
I like
He's
David.
A sweet fucking man.
I like David. He's the only friend I have that actually texts me when I don't text him. No offense to anybody, but
I have a problem.
I text you
thank you. But
and send you messages on
the
Instagram.
problem I have with him is he's super annoying with shit where like he tries to make me do
PlayStation
stuff.
stuff. You know,
Yeah, the PlayStation or like fantasy hockey.
That's
Don't
adorable.
forget to set your fucking your players. I got it. Anyways, I went and played golf with him that morning, and I probably drank the entirety of the fucking case that he brought.
Nice.
And then I went, oh yeah, I got to play a show.
And you met up with her.
What time was
was
that
after
show?
that.
Like 1?
Like 2.
Or was it 2?
Was his,
So I
drum-
get
was his
there.
drumming
1 or
still
2.
spot on?
Oh, I was great.
He was amazing. Yeah, it was best.
I was
best
better.
strumming
I
of
was
his life.
better,
He's
probably.
always good when he's drunk.
I get told this.
He
thing when I play
also-
guitar.
He
And
also,
I don't
think,
believe anyone. That's,
I think he paid
drunk.
attention more. Actually, I think he
'cause-
paid attention more. Like when he doesn't drink, he's got like hockey
it's
games.
because he's like,
on.
I'm drunk, and he's like,
Yeah.
I need to fuck.
He's got like hockey games on back there, like sitting next to him
Well,
on
I
his
gotta
phone.
watch the league
But-
games.
He did that in the
Yeah.
country band.
Yeah.
too,
I still
all
do
the
it.
fucking
But
time, yeah.
he,
It's hilarious.
but this one
You gotta
he
watch
did
the
not.
Leaf game.
Yeah.
And he was still like he had a cooler with him too, and he kept drinking them.
Oh, yeah, I
like he
remember
had
that,
it
yeah.
back there behind the drums with him. he
And
was drinking
then
them.
they were giving me
And then
drinks
this was
from
at
Tiki.
Tiki Bar,
Yeah.
and the bartenders were also giving him Twisted Tea.
That's
so
where we got Twisted Steve from.
that's where we got Twisted Tea from.
Twisted
Yep.
Steve. Oh, Twisted
I was
Steve.
like, and there was people in the crowd that were buying me drinks too. Remember that?
Yes, I.
Welcome
yes,
to
I
the
do.
Decision Reel with a podcast.
Bryce, do you remember
Descends
that?
into
And then,
madness.
and then after that, after we were done, Twisted Steve decided to
Is it
give
an
me-
alias now? Is
give-
it like a fucking
yes.
entity
Yeah.
I
of
don't
its
even
own?
remember
yeah
this.
gave me so much anxiety because that was
I
the same
remember
day.
that. That's
why.
Yeah, that was the
That's
same
why.
day.
There was another band that played after, and I kept telling her that she was a better singer than the singer that was there, and she didn't believe me. And I said, yelling so they could hear.
At the band, and was doing this, and was pointing, and was doing these,
Steven
and I was
Tyler.
like, "Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he was.
Was
yeah.
I wrong?
Nice.
He was. Yeah."
Jesus.
And I was like,
Was
I'm
I
gonna need
wrong?
you to go sit somewhere else.
And I did. I sat next to the stage and I was yelling at them.
Yeah, he sat next to the stage with the sound guy with Neely, and
It was
and
fucking Dylan Turner's band.
Oh,
So the
Barrel Brothers.
blonde.
Parker
Yeah.
Barrow.
She's not bad.
She's not bad.
She's probably not as good as her, but she's not bad.
Yeah.
But I was
That's-
yelling
I
at him
was re-
too. I was
I
like,
re-
"Your drums sound like shit."
He
That
was.
is true.
But he was.
You
he
should
was
have a
yelling
true
stuff.
button.
But it was making me very
Give me
uncomfortable.
a bike, you
But
fucking
here
clown.
was part of it.
Oh yeah,
so
tell him that he loves that.
in
shit.
their first set, they played 2 or 3 songs that we played in our last set. So like it was like
That's
What?
bad taste.
you know what I mean? It was like an hour and a half, hour maybe after we played our last set. They were playing some of the same songs. So it was like a
You were doing
direct.
like Janis Joplin or something.
no, it was like a
Did you eat a
direct.
sandwich and choke and die?
What?
Oh wait, that was Mama Cass. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
all the
But it
leaves
was-
are brown.
But so it was easy to do a direct comparison.
Third time you've done that.
Dude, when he puts the fucking
God.
CD on the record player and he's like, "This new age music, I just don't get." And it's like,
That's what it says exactly. What it says. Like,
continue.
Is there another fun fact you got, Steve?
I got
yes,
I got
the
one.
mamas and the
I
papas.
got one more. The mama
She
and
was
the
eating a
papas.
ham sandwich
and she died.
and she died.
What?
Janet,
That's why.
what did I say?
You know,
Mama
song,
Cass.
Only the man.
Have you seen Austin Powers?
Yeah.
That lady
that's
died.
literally what he says. All right, the extra scene
Stop judging my
after
singing, Jared.
the extra scene after the end credits was written to set the stage for a possible sequel. I bet no one saw that.
I did.
I have no idea what you
I
just
did
said.
not.
There's an extra scene
I
after
didn't
the
think it
end
would be.
credits
Of what?
to set the stage for a
Of this
sequel.
movie. Of this movie.
I thought you were talking about a different movie.
God damn it! All right,
We just switched to another movie.
My brain was still locked in somewhere else. I don't know
All right.
where.
look at this. Look, you see that? You see this?
That's your fucking face.
no this.
No,
Oh,
it's
how
tan.
tall it's stacked. Steve
Anyways.
went hard in the paint today.
Look at his grin
Look,
on
I'm
his
How far
having
are you?
a-
How
I'm
far are you
having a
down
Look at
this
his
one? Okay.
smile on his
I'm
that's
having a great time.
That's a drug
Who's
smile.
telling Tiffany when she gets here?
We're gonna have a
She's
great
wanting
night.
it.
We going hard in the paint. You know what that means?
We all leave. Steve's in the living room with just a t-shirt on. He's like, hey Tiffany,
Hey girl, hard in the paint.
Just the carpet matched the grapes.
full circle. That was pretty good.
doesn't-
That
it
was actually really good.
So, final decisions out of
was good,
10.
sir.
What would we give Jingle All the Way, Wally first?
Oh, I like this movie so much, but I tried so hard not to fucking. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 7,
Sam,
and because I fucking have a very special connection with
you
this
do.
movie.
That's
You
fine.
definitely do. Your uncle worked on
Yeah.
it, so that adds a point. Let's
And I'm
be
not
real,
gonna
that
even
adds
be
a
like,
point.
"Yo, this is what I'd give it for it being what it is." I'm not gonna even fucking say it. It's a 7. A 7.
Brandy,
give it a 6.
6.
6. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it could have been better.
It's not Elf.
It's better than Ernest. It's better than Ernest.
Yes. Oh my god.
Not as
Do you
deep
think it's
as
better than
Ernest.
Ernest is fucking.
I think it was more enjoyable.
I love
than
creating
Ernest.
metrics
Yes.
in
Hold on,
thematic movies.
Yes, I could
Did
actually
you,
watch
Yeah.
this
even though
movie.
you weren't here because you were not feeling too
I don't
well,
like that movie.
Did you actually watch Elf or Ernest?
Ernest.
Why
I
do you-
did. Well, because I didn't know till I watched it before that. You are drunk.
No, I'm not.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I'm not drunk.
Playmate rock, paper, scissors. Ready? On shoot. Ready?
Hold on.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Play me again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Why are you saying it?
I'm judging if you're shithoused right now. Okay, he's fine.
Look at his face.
I only needed one.
You just have to look at his face and you can tell he's a little twisted.
No, I just needed to see his brain for a minute.
No, I'm just feeling. I'm
little
feeling good.
he was a
I've
little
had a good
twisted,
day. I'll
Steve.
tell you why afterwards. You're not gonna like it, Tara, but it's fine. What do you give this movie, Tara, out of 10?
He masturbated 3 times. He took a shit in a shower.
No, I already know. I know what
Had a
he's going to
solid
say.
sandwich
We had a
and
female
lunch.
Santa
What am I
Claus
gonna
come down the
say?
chimney.
I know what he's going to say. It's going to be something that affects me and my schedule
Here we
going
fucking
forward.
go. All right, what do you give this movie, Tara?
It's like a 4. 5.
I think it was the first time I've
5.
seen Tara's brain in a weird spot.
It worked, right? You saw it working. The gears.
All right, 5? 5?
Yeah. 5.
Sure. Whatever.
This is
I'll
because
take it.
I gave it a 6. Is that why?
She gave it a 5 because she thinks it fucking sucks.
But I raised it from a 4.
You thought it
So-
was oh, I guess initially when you
You
were
guys
like,
changed your mind a
4
little
something.
bit. That's what she's saying. Change it a small amount.
I don't think we changed shit.
A small.
I don't think anyone's changing Tara's
No.
mind.
No, I think I'm
ever.
pretty set on it.
Well, if you said it was going to be a 4, but it's a 5 now,
4 felt
something had
mean.
to have changed your mind.
4 felt mean.
I mean, say whatever you
4
want.
falls into it. I think with all of us now, I think 4 falls into a terrible movie.
I would give Ernest a 4.
right. 4 for you,
I
Steve,
think
is
I might-
terrible.
I think
Yeah.
you were
This is
fine.
not. It's not terrible. It's just
Not a
not
bad
fucking
movie.
good for Tara, which is a 5.
5
Sure.
for me, it, like is it like
It's not good.
it's in the middle. So it's like I wouldn't want like I don't go looking for it, but it wasn't like a piece of shit.
Okay. That makes sense.
A lot of the movies I've liked on this show, I'm giving 7s and 8s.
Sure.
Yeah.
So a 5 is still
We
like
still don't have a 10 from anybody.
I'm usually.
you're
Was
not going to get a
Batman-
10.
was
Oh no
Batman a
no
10
no
for you,
no!
Steve?
I said well, you guys weren't on
Say that
it.
again.
Was Batman a 10?
We didn't do Batman on here.
Yeah, we talked about
He
it.
only
We
has
talked
one.
about it.
Yeah, we talked about
That's
it.
up there.
There's only for
Back to the
me.
Future.
Yeah,
That's
there's
his
only one
metric.
for
Yeah,
him.
whatever.
There's only 110.
It's the only one.
Back to
baby.
the Future.
Only one. Back to the Future 2.
The
I
only
did.
one that's up there.
I did
So
say.
that's the movie that the guys want to do. I remember them telling that because they all feel the exact
Oh
same
my
way.
god! Look.
Okay.
They all feel exact. Justin said exactly what you just said.
Look at my man.
So,
I'm gonna hug him.
oh no, Greg. Greg
Greg.
said that. Greg said that.
All
so,
right.
Sorry,
cool.
not
We're
just.
gonna.
All right.
So you know.
I
We
did
should have
say
an
you guys.
appreciation podcast.
You guys weren't on it, but I did. I said that League of Their Own was the closest for me.
That's a great.
What did
Because
you give it
I'm
like a
kinda
I gave it a
mad that
9.
didn't
I gave it a
fucking
9
show
because I was like, I feel like I need to save my 10. But I said that's the closest that I would
make
get
So-
to giving a 10 because there's nothing wrong with it. There's
It's a
only good
perfect-
things with that movie. It's a
great
perfect movie. Like
that
there's
movie,
nothing wrong with
that
it.
movie made me cry.
It's so good.
I cried multiple times.
What'd you give
It's
it?
so fucking good.
Like a 9?
I think you gave it an 8.
8.
8. That sounds right.
Yeah.
That's up there. That's
yeah.
deserving.
I definitely gave it. I
of
gave
the
it.
high score.
I remember because I gave it a 9. But I said this is though the closest that I've gotten to almost saying 10.
Yo, his movies. I know he wasn't even like but
Tom.
so many of them are not under 8s. If you fucking think about it,
No,
7 or 8.
and he can
There's
play
so many,
the range
even if you go like
that he's
big
played.
or the
yeah.
even the older movies are
Yeah.
still. Fucking
I'm just trying to
amazing.
think. What movie is bad that Tom Hanks is in?
Even like weird ones like
what
You
was
Got
that
Mail
one-
and shit like
It's not
that.
bad.
Still good.
what was
still
that
fucking
one? The
good.
Clouds something wasn't he?
Cloud
in,
Atlas? No.
What-
no.
wasn't he in that?
Was he?
I thought that one was weird.
I didn't see.
But
I didn't see the one that's like I'm the captain. No, I haven't seen that one.
that
great
one
movie, though.
is
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
great.
Yeah, so
At the end of that movie, when they like because it's a true story, but at the end of the movie, when they like save him, you feel like you think that he's
You've
in
been saved.
it.
he did such a good job of like being in a state of shock, like acting like
So good.
he didn't like
My
was a-
my
It was crazy.
My thing for him is like Castaway. He's by himself.
he's yeah. He
Wilson!
carried that. Well,
It's
no, he
the
wasn't. Wilson was there the entire time.
It's all a monologue
Yeah,
though. Still,
Wilson's
even with
there.
Miss,
Wilson was
it's-
there the whole time.
It's literally him.
Don't
by
act like he
himself.
was by himself. Like
Calm down.
Wilson.
Goddamn.
When he lost him,
That's great writing. That's
like-
great
I don't
execution.
want to watch Castaway again because I'm pretty sure I will cry at that scene too.
isn't that sad? But
When he's
that's an
floating away?
that's
Yeah.
an inanimate
Yeah, it's
object,
fucking-
and
it's
like,
He sold everybody on it.
my
That's
God.
the thing. You're so good
That's
at
his
acting
only friend.
that makes me believe
Yeah.
that Wilson, who is a fucking volleyball
Yep,
It with
yep.
a hole in it.
with a hole in it, I'm
It did
Yeah.
everything. That
Yep.
movie,
Yep.
the gratification with the fire, the
What?
suspense with the toothache and the
Say
fucking.
it into the microphone, Randall. Say it into the microphone.
say it.
Say it into the microphone.
Say it.
Did you say you don't like Tom Hanks? You didn't say that, did you?
No, I didn't.
I don't think Randall has seen Castaway.
Oh, well,
Toy
obviously
Story?
he hasn't seen Castaway. He hasn't seen anything.
Toy Story.
I've seen that.
Woody.
There's a snake in my boots.
There's a snake in my
It's perfect.
boot. I love
I
him.
am gonna give Jingle All the Way a 7.
Except my man.
So
My man.
it's Arnold being Arnold. It's lighthearted. It's a Christmas movie that has like no dull parts to me, and it never overstays its welcome. You know what I mean? Like it
Why
goes
did that?
through what it needs to go through. It doesn't do anything stupid, albeit to the end. I will say that the flying around shit is a little over the top, but it's still kind of
kidding.
in character with the
movie's over the
movie,
top.
and it still does have a great family message at the end. You know what I mean? Like it's all about
Give your toys away.
well, not give your toys away, but like
that there are more important things
There
than
are-
material items.
thank you,
yeah,
right? So like the movie has a good
I
message.
guess.
It has a
That's what I
good story.
It's probably worth money now.
I don't know. There's nothing bad about this movie. It's an hour and
I mean, at least he didn't pay
20-something
for that toy.
80-something
you know?
minutes?
Like he didn't pay for it. It was
20-something?
free toy.
It was free.
Although
yeah,
he
it was-
did
it
give
was-
that
it was-
Santa
it was under an hour and a half. It
$300
was
and he
under an
never
hour.
got it back.
It was like 80 something.
Hey,
hour and
all
under
sales
an
are
hour.
final.
Santa.
$300 he got.
Fuck Santa.
Never got it back.
whatever. I don't know. This movie just is the epitome of. I'm gonna
I
say
wish
it
you'd stop
3
saying
times. I think it's just the 90s, right? Like the early middle 90s is what it is. Do it in the microphone. I don't care.
We're not here to do fucking ASMR. Burning fucking nails.
That's louder than I wanted it to be. Anyways, next week is Tara's pick
Mine.
for
Mine.
the final Christmas movie.
Like a
Now,
seagull.
hold on. Now that we're picking movies out of a bargain bin for each other for Christmas, we're going to reveal the movies that we get each other. And then I think all of January should be us reviewing those movies.
Oh.
I think
So
Amazon.
then don't buy anything that
It's actually
that's
a
already
great
been on the
fucking
show.
Idea,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
think Amazon.
Genius drunk.
Do
is
whatever you
a lot
want.
Of, a lot of older movies. I just looked and I typed into multiple movies as we were all talking, and the delivery time is trash for it being here.
We need to go to
in time.
Walmart.
So I think it might have to be.
My stuff's been
What do you
okay,
mean?
but
What do you mean?
I
like,
looked up
the
multiple
Prime's
movies.
not doing
I looked up
well.
multiple movies, and a lot of them were like
I hate because I know.
DVDs
Oh,
were
when
like
they'll get
I
here.
know
they're
who
over a
has
week
them.
out.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I know who has.
you
them.
might
I
get
don't
lucky,
like
but
it.
Walmart.
Yeah, let's
Go
go to
in the
Walmart
fucking
to
bin.
the bin and just find something good.
Sure. I'm just letting everyone know I kind
That's
of
what,
looked.
that's what I'm doing.
I haven't decided where I'm getting my
It's my nipple, bro.
Anyways,
I
Tara,
mean,
what is your pick for next week?
so I think I'm gonna. I think
I think.
I'm gonna bring us all back together a little bit
I'm gonna
with
tell
this
you.
one.
Sure.
It's gonna be Four Christmases
All right.
with Vince Vaughn.
All right.
Okay.
I'm okay
like
with
that movie.
I'm okay
It's
with
fucking
that.
hilarious.
It's
is.
really good.
Movie.
It does what it needs to
See,
do.
already I feel that we've
I'm a
brought,
Vince Vaughn fan.
We've
What's
her
brought
fucking
that.
name?
Even when people
What's
find it
Reese
annoying.
Witherspoon.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
then there's Reese with Witherspoon.
I like it.
I have not seen that movie in a while too. So
I watch it
I'm-
every Christmas,
I mean, good for you.
like the week of Christmas.
I kind of like what we went through this year with the movies that we did because they're not movies that I've watched every Christmas, and now I want to watch those movies.
These
every
last two I
Christmas.
don't watch any Christmas.
Fucking
so.
monster from the.
I haven't
Mariana
either,
Trench.
but I think I'm gonna put Jingle All the Way in my Christmas rotation. I think I'm gonna put Ernest Saves Christmas in my Christmas
will never
rotation
be
and
in
take out. Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna take out Home Alone. I'm gonna take out Santa Claus because I watch those every Christmas, and I'm a little not burnt
Burnt?
out, but I don't need to watch that every Christmas now.
Sure.
Like, so I want to
That's
replace
how I
them
felt
with
about
movies
these.
I'm not seeing. Yeah.
I felt when we were watching these, I was like, I've seen Elf 1,000 times. I've seen a lot of these a bunch of times, but I haven't seen either of the two that we picked in fucking forever. Jingle All the Way, maybe every few years.
Neither of those movies it is at the caliber that it should replace the Santa Claus.
I don't think he's talking about
That
caliber.
is one
He's
of
talking-
I'm not.
he's
I'm
not talking
definitely
about
not
health.
talking about
Christmas movies.
He's just talking about feeling fresh, feeling something he likes.
Then watch
new.
them also.
Like what's a
You
Christmas
can't get
movie?
rid of the Santa
So you had
Claus.
Muppets, you had that one, you had what are the other ones?
By the
you
way-
listed a few of them.
I want to say something about the Muppets
I actually
Christmas
almost
Carol.
picked that one. I almost picked the
Well,
Muppets
that's what I
Christmas Carol.
expect you to pick.
Disney Plus
yeah.
finally put up the full version of that.
Yeah.
That keeps the song in the middle of it. They never had that for the longest time since it was released on VHS, where it doesn't actually make any sense because there's a song in the middle where it's showing him back in the day with his first wife or who he was trying
So
to
they
get
did-
I
with.
don't think they got married.
Whatever. But he's
What's
singing
the Pirate
in
Muppets one? What's that?
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island.
So
Great. Anything
so
Muppets,
fucking
man.
good.
I love Miss Piggy. I don't know why.
Maybe I just like Treasure Island things.
Kermie. Anyways, next week, what are we looking at here?
4 Christmases.
4 Christmases.
We've also got John Favreau in there.
John Favreau. We got Reese
Robert Duvall.
Without Her Spoon.
Is,
Robert
is this,
Duvall.
Is this the one where they're like having the
He's going
They have to go to
competition
each of
with
the Christmases.
Favreau? They have a
Mom,
competition with
Dad, Mom,
Favreau, and they're
Dad.
like,
Oh yeah, at the mom's
That's
house.
right, okay,
Where
okay.
she's like
Yeah.
Mexican dude. Like,
and she
knows.
like nails it.
Every time she gives a clue and he answers it, she goes yes and just puts the card down.
There's
love
a
it.
good spot
I
in that
love
movie
it.
that makes me feel very vulnerable, which is when someone gives you a baby where you're like, I
That
don't
is
want
one
a
of the
baby.
best parts of that movie.
Right. And-
When it throws up on her and he's like, get it away. I can't look at it. I can't get it away. And she's like, what do you want me to? And he's like, I love you. Go away. Like,
Or she pissed on the pregnancy
I
test.
peed on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the little girl puts it in her mouth.
I like
What
it.
a brat. What a brat. I'll talk
What a
about it next
bitch.
week, but what a fucking brat.
We're definitely going to talk about next week. Also, we're going to talk about what, Randy, next week?
Kids.
The 100th episode,
Yes.
which is
Oh, did I give hints early? I gave hints early, didn't I? But the
But
perfect
the
hint.
100th episode is going to be
we're going to talk about the first episode we've ever had on the decision reel, which is Ready to Rumble, a stupid movie from the early 2000s, which is a wrestling movie that we started this podcast thinking about being a wrestling podcast, and then it changed into a movie podcast. So what better movie to do than a wrestling movie that we recorded at Wally's house?
Are you listening to this? Yeah. Everybody listening to this? You're doing great, Steve. Keep going.
He's locked in like a motherfucker right now.
So we're gonna watch the first episode and we're gonna review everything that they talked about, but then we're also gonna review the movie.
Hey, I think this is a great idea. I'd like to throw in an Audible
Yes.
possibly and maybe review Tropic Thunder.
Fuck
We
you
need to
guys.
do
That's
that.
all I
The
want to
same
say.
You guys want to
episode?
fight? Did you? No. I'm talking about. I'm perfectly good reviewing the first one. Let me make sure that's stated before Steve gets frustrated.
He's already frustrated.
Ready to Rumble's great.
Fuck
I could
Rumble.
quote a ton of things from Ready to Rumble. I love that movie. But something that we
Got any tips?
something that
Can
we
you hit the
do.
one that-
And
Got
I,
any
I know
tips?
this is a fucking stick of the spokes last minute, but fucking Tropic Thunder.
We'll get to it.
Okay,
We don't
okay,
need to do
okay,
it
okay,
on the
okay, okay.
100th.
We'll get there.
We're going to
Okay.
have special...
We quote it every
We're
episode.
gonna
you know
have
that,
special
right?
guests.
I mean, we do. We're going to have special guests on that podcast
couple.
that possibly might be from older
Earlier ones.
episodes.
Okay.
Oh,
That's fine. That's
shit.
I feel like you guys are saying this as though we have not talked about this on other podcasts. We've given this away before.
No, we haven't said who.
No, I'm saying
We've
the
decided
100th
called
episode.
during
Like we,
podcast.
King.
We decided it on here.
100th
yeah.
kind of,
I
but
mean,
not
it's been talked
definitively.
about.
Yes. But
I'm
Wanna
sorry.
keep burping.
two
I'm gonna
more
keep talking about
until
it.
the 100th.
No, I don't mean you. I mean, Wally was saying like, "Oh, I might have given something away." I don't think. I think we've talked about it before.
Giving away it again. Like, fuck it, we're doing the 100th episode.
We're on 98 right now. So we got that. You got yours next
Maybe.
week, and then 100 after that, and then you can find the rest of them on
Where?
www.decisionreal.com.
How are you doing?
You can
How you doing over there, Randall? Oh,
You
he
can
had
find
the
rest
big
of 'em.
boy too. You finished
Yeah,
a big
I had the
boy.
big one.
He's feeling
Yeah,
good.
that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
there
it's
with
just-
him.
Well,
We're together. It's
yeah.
fine.
Randall's
Anyways,
taller.
that's
There's
very good.
more space in there.
Yeah,
for it to
Wait, hold
sit.
on.
Not by
Also-
much.
Takes longer to
all
get
out.
up
Not
to his
by
head.
much.
Let me get
We
us
got,
this
we,
action.
we got, look at this guy.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
I don't have as
He's
much as
coming in
you. I
with-
don't have as much as you guys.
he's stacking,
you also had a couple out there.
stacking and jagging. What?
There's that.
One. Stacking. It's called a hobo
Stacking,
soup
jacking.
kitchen.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Jacket jacking.
Anyways, thanks guys for listening.
Raccoon
As
turds
always,
all over the back
you
seat.
can find us at the decision reel where the fucking reels come off completely. You can also find us on our website www.thedecisionreel.com. on there. You can find all of our past episodes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
YouTube.
What, Wally?
We should try to get Steve lit every one of these.
I mean, give me 2 more and I'll be lit. I'm having a good day.
Yeah,
that's all I'm
that's
gonna
what I
say.
like to hear.
I'm gonna have a good day. I don't have a lot of
It's
good
been a good
days,
day.
so it's been a good
It's
day.
been a good
Anyways,
Tuesday.
thanks guys for listening. Check us next week on a special episode for Tara's pick, and bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Question mark, maybe.
What the?